Hello everyone, I am Tacet and welcome to the Gems of War stream. Today, of course, or this entire weekend, is the gnome event, so there will be a higher chance of being able to find treasure gnomes, and those treasure gnomes have a higher chance of finding a vault key. We found about 6 of them yesterday, so hopefully we'll get lucky enough and find at least about 3 of them today. We got really over the drop rate yesterday, so not planning on getting that lucky again. But what we currently do have active is a magma pillar, one of the better ones, if not the best pet out there. So yeah, let's go kill it out real quick. Hopefully we get a lot of copies of it. I also got my first natural legend last night under pets, which is kind of cool. I finally got the Moon of all ones to be fully upgraded to legend. Well, not fully upgraded. Fully upgraded is mythic. But you know, I got it to legend last night, so that's pretty cool. We already technically had a legend, which was mini mimic, but that's because we put some gems towards it. Moon's the first one that I've been able to get maxed, or not maxed, but you know, to legend without spending a single gem on it. So that's pretty nice. He is one of the better ones too, with the little soul bonus. Now he gives a 4% soul bonus, so he's only missing that last 1%. What am I doing? This is the easiest battle. I'm like trying to figure this out, as if it's like a ridiculously hard battle. No need to spend that much time on a single move. You just go kill it out. And a smash. That is way overkill. And there we go. Hello! Oh no, I need to make this chat bigger. I can't even see it. It's like microscopic small. Hello, JGG. Hello, Bunny Killer. Hello, Brian. Hello, Watcher. Welcome all. If you guys have any questions, anything you want me to go over, just let me know. Otherwise, our main objectives for today is to farm as many gnomes as possible and hopefully get several vault keys that will give us good loot. Okay, we'll take the yellow. Grab that over. Green. Apothecary. Do we need the apothecary? We have it on green. I guess that's worth going for. Gives us free turn down there too. Clear the board. Something to get full mana. That's not Gorgulfa. Come on now. Did we throw that? No. No alignment. Not worth it. So we'll just go clear it. And I think we still don't have alignment. Not even on the other color. So we still can't go for that. We'll probably just apothecary away the yellow then. Try getting it on the red. Or just clear the board again. Or get it on blue. That works too. So grab that. Grab the other one. And that's match. I'll just hit him one more time. Or 2 more times apparently. Because of the revive. And there we go. What's the next one? Had loads of gnomes, but only 1 key. Yeah, I ended up going the entirety of the previous event, getting 0 vault keys. But this event has been going much better so far, at least for me. I don't believe they've actually increased the rate of getting vault keys, though. I think we just got super lucky last week. I mean, yesterday. I will go get the Gorgulfa down. Get an apothecary. And you know what, we'll just clear the board instead. Come on, cast. Get the hit in there. And sure, we'll just throw it again. And down it goes. Hello, William. Hello, Frag Hunter. Welcome, welcome. I already got a fresh water and I already drank it down. Now I'm on to this other one from last night. So thirsty this morning. Oh, I need to go get more water. Already gone through 3 of them. Already gone through 3 waters in 1 hour of being awake. I don't know why I'm so thirsty this morning. We'll go take the blue over. What else? Take a purple. Move that over. Go skull poke. We'll go Gorgulfa. And then just get apothecary down. And I guess we'll do down blue. I was hoping we'd have some kind of follow-up on the other one though, which we don't. We'll just clear out the board, probably clear it out again if we don't have anything again. That or try getting on skull here. which we aren't able to do, so we'll just clear the board again. And now we can in that match. And down it goes. Oops, wait, he's not dead yet. Now he is. Also, hello, Matt. Welcome. Yeah, right now we're just trying to get another copy of the Magma Pillar. Hopefully multiple extra copies. Then we'll move on to all the gnome farming. Okay. Do we just take brown? Sure, why not? We need greens and blues, but neither of them are available. We can't grab those. Oh, there we go. Random green. 1 mana short, though. Feels weird being able to randomly gain 1 mana out of nowhere as well from the Doom Skulls. I'm still not used to that at all. Because that does make it so things that have weird numbered mana amounts are able to get their mana, even without their +1. Oh, he didn't get full mana. That's unfortunate, because I actually need his ability right now. Oh, there we go. Perfect. And that should be enough mana for him, hopefully. Yep. And that is match. Yes, that's match. And down it goes. Hey, we got an arcane outfit too, a brown blue. Not really one I need. Well, almost all arcanes I don't need, but still nice to get more. Never know when you might need them. Always good to have large reserves. Get a Garotha down, get an Apothecary, and we'll just get down to green. Take the yellow over, and we don't have any alignment, so we'll just go grab that. Get ourselves an explosion here if we have. Don't believe that is the case, so we'll just go clear the board. Get ourselves a new board. And yeah, that's what we're going for. So we'll go grab that. Clear that out. And we'll be good to go. Maybe get one more of those in there. And there we go. Then the last two. Almost there. Please give us a lot of Magma Pillars. Actually, how many more copies do we need of the Magma Pillar? We need to somehow get 5. I've only ever done that once, and I did that on my other account. But yeah, we would need to get 5 right here in order to actually upgrade it to Legends. So that's almost guaranteed not happening. We'll be lucky if we even get 2. Hello, Ellen. Welcome. Welcome. Hey, I hope all of you have been having a good weekend so far. Been a pretty average weekend for me. Nothing really too special. Okay, we'll get the Apothecary down. Yeah, we'll clear out the board with Golgotha. Also, the developer Q&A stream is coming up soon. If I'm not mistaken, that's actually tomorrow night for most time zones. Okay, what do we do here? We'll go and... Well, I guess tomorrow night would technically be the same for all... Well, you know... Well, actually, never mind. No, it wouldn't be. Because when I say tomorrow night, I guess that could still be... Well, it's someone's morning and stuff like that. But, yeah, tomorrow night Eastern Standard Time. Which is, I believe, 9... I'm so bad at converting times. But I believe it's 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tomorrow night, if I'm not mistaken. Which is actually a weird time for them to stream. I don't think they've ever actually streamed at that time. But I think it's because they don't want it to interfere with Salty's stream on Monday. Technically, it says that it's Monday, but it says Monday in Australian time, so that means it's Sunday. What do we go for here? We'll go and move that over. Do we even have alignment on this? I do not believe that is the case, but I'm still going for it. A nice little poke in there. We can go clear the board since we don't really have mana for anything else. That or get a nice Apothecary, but we don't have any free extra turn that is worth going for. Or even any at all for that matter. So we get Apothecary on that if we don't have the align, but we do have the align. So grab that. Almost feel like just converting out the blue, but then we won't have our alignment for the other thing. So you know what? Let's just go get rid of purple and hope that's enough mana somehow. It is ever so slightly short. And we also don't have alignment, I don't believe. So we're going to move that over. Take all that out the way. There we go. That's the alignment we need, and that's match. That will be way overkill. Let's take that again. Come on. And one of these should be able to land. Sure, let's go with that. Why not? And down it goes. Just need one more little poke on it. And there we go. Hello, Techni! Welcome. Okay, how many magma pillars will we get? My bet is on 2 total, though we need 5, which is very unlikely. Nope, it won't even give me that. Though, 1 magma pillar, 7 foods, not too bad. We got 2 ruby drops, though, that's pretty bad. But yeah, only 1, really? Why couldn't you give me a single one off a basket? Oh, apparently it's going to still take us forever to get magma pillar upgraded. I've been getting a lot of really horrible drops off of those. But eventually. Also, eventually we'll get the Coca-Cola bear. Also, someone at the near the end of yesterday's stream, I didn't even see it, but someone was making a joke that because we keep drinking Pepsi, we're not getting the Coca-Cola bear, the one that we're missing. I'm not drinking Pepsi today though, so maybe we'll get him. But it is pretty funny. Anyways, let's go head over to explore. What trait stone do we even need the most? Always, of course, if you're going to bother with... Oops, don't do that. Of course, if you're going to be bothering with explore, you might as well be doing the one trait stone that you are the lowest on, or the one that you need the most. Obviously, earlier on in the game, you'd want to be doing it for the legend or mythic that you need to get traded. Though, since I have literally everything traded and enough trait stone to do so, I pretty much just do it on whichever stack is the lowest, which I believe at the moment is whatever one was 165. So brown-purple, I believe, is our lowest. Green-purple was it yesterday, but we ended up grinding it some, so now we're up to 170. So, yeah, I guess that's the way to go. Let's go and get ourselves some brown-purples, and for that, we might as well just do Drock Zoom. And we already have the team set. Sunbird, Rowan, Firebomb, and the Gorbel. Gorbel gives 400 free gold this week. And, of course, we're getting the bonus from the little magma pillar that we literally just killed. Or, you know, we already had him, but, you know, more copies for him. Eventually, we'll get him upgraded to get ever so slightly more stats. I believe we gain 1 more damage on our Sunbird if we end up getting that to the next rarity, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, we'll throw the Firebomb down. And while that isn't that big a difference, there already has been some instances when these within yesterday where, hey, Celestial on the first one, nice. But there has already been some instances where the enemy lived with 1 HP. And in every single one of those instances, we would have killed if we had the Magma Pillar upgraded enough. Of course, it's very rare that that would happen, but still, it comes into play when you're dealing with stats these low. And it definitely helps to speed it up, having a max Magma Pillar. Almost feel like just buying it to max, but that's way too many gems. It probably will cost me another 1,000 gems, probably even more than that, to get that thing all the way to max, which is way too much just for the extra little bit of stats. It's not worth that much time saving. It does not save that much time. There you go, grab that. That'll kill that out. Get the green. Rowan ended. And also, pet battles don't have any chance to find gnomes, so only these few battles that we've done so far actually even have the chance of getting them. Oh, how did that not full mana that? But we'll go and get the nice little poke. That's about 900 gold per battle. We're doing about 3 per minute. What's that come out to? 900 times, I actually didn't even bother calculating that out earlier. Let's just say 900. Let's just lowball it. Times 3. Times 60. That is 162,000 gold per hour is how many we're farming with this team right now. It's actually probably a little bit higher than that. But like the lowest possible estimate is about 162,000 per hour gold from doing this. Plus a bunch of trade stones, so that's a little bit less relevant for me. And then it goes. Your major orb of ascension drop rate is 0 out of 30. Oh, hey, an arcane. That's what we've been needing. But wow. Really? There's no way you've gotten that dry on it. I guess so. I believe they have it at a slightly lower drop rate. I don't think it was that much lower. I think they put it at like 20% or 15% or something. I really hate that it's not an even 25% on everything. But, yeah, it's not too much lower, I don't believe. Yeah, that's a really unlucky streak. It can happen, though. I'm pretty low on them, too, if I'm not mistaken. Though, if it is indeed 15%, I might actually be at the drop rate of them, if that is the case. You found 26 gnomes today and 0 had a vault key? Ouch. Yeah, it happens. I think we ended up going about 50 gnomes straight without getting a vault key before, which happened last event. It's why I only had 9 vault keys when I opened up the thing earlier for the video. I almost got more vault keys yesterday than the entirety that I had from 2 months. That's how lucky we got yesterday. Or how unlucky I've been getting, one or the other. Prior to that. Hey, another arcane, nice. Not like I really need them, but you never know. But they might be used for in the future, which is why I'm trying to keep all of them at a pretty high amount. Also, there's quite a few things that do take away those at a pretty rapid rate. New legends, new mythics, and every single raid and invasion troop ever tend to eat through trait stones pretty quick. Though this late in the game, after already having everything maxed out, it's pretty easy to keep up with. But of course, as a newer player, even mid-range player, it is a little bit harder to keep up with those. And generally, you just kind of ignore them. Except for the invasions. The invasion ones you sometimes trait, but the raid one you should always ignore trading. It's completely useless. You may see me always doing it. That's because we have way more trait stones than we ever know what to do with. But in most situations, it would be useless to bother trading. Very rarely would you ever even use its traits. And most of them are dead content after the week anyways. You got 5 Cedric sacks yesterday? Isn't that common? No orbs though. They increased the rate of being able to get a Cedric Sparkle sack from Cedric Sparkle sack. Why they did this, I do not know. That's like one of their ways to try to buff the keys, which doesn't really make much sense. They really overvalue the value of a single troop like that. But, especially the common ones. But, yeah, it just seems weird that they ended up increasing its rate. But yes, they did actually increase the rate on Friday. That was one of the changes that they made to the vault keys. Seems like a really weird one, but it is the change they made nonetheless. It's not, of course, the only buff to it. It's just one of them. I forget what all of them are off the top of my head, but we just did a whole video on it yesterday. The one going over the key opening thingy. I think the biggest one is there's actually a 250 gem drop in it now. And most of the resource piles are now bigger from the Cedric Sparkle sack. Keep in mind that all the buffs that they did were only specifically to Cedric Sparkle sack's drop table. The gnome drop table was not touched at all. Well, so far we haven't found a single gnome yet, but we've only been grinding for about, like, what, 7 minutes now? Normally you can find one about once every 5 minutes, so we're a little bit below. Oops, that didn't kill him. Down he goes. Still no gnome. Might need to go ahead to PvP. Actually, if I'm not mistaken, I'm still not even at 1.9k ranked PvP. Because all the battle I was doing earlier was either in casual PvP, which doesn't give you any rank, because it's quicker to find gnomes, or it was in Explorer, which of course we've been doing mainly the last 2 days, as a good majority of our battles. They should probably go finish that out. It's not that big a deal though, but maybe I'll farm up Arena then. That's not technically PvP rating, but it will make up for the lack of trophies from not doing PvP. Because Arena actually is the quickest way to get trophies in the entire game, especially if you have Dawnbringer. It is quicker than running PvP 1 or 2 or 3 trophies. Hey, nice, another Arcane. Wow, we're getting a lot of Arcanes. Arcane actually has about the same drop rate as a Treasure Gnome, by the way. Yet we already got like 3 or 4 Arcanes. Yeah, we got 0 Treasure Gnomes. Go figure. They're both like the same rarity, but we're getting the one that we don't need. Or at least not the one that we need as much. Of course, we technically still need them. That's the whole reason why we're even in this kingdom. But we don't need them as bad as we need a Treasure Gnome, that's for sure. Can you find gnomes in the story mode? Yes. I recall seeing one earlier, but yes, I believe that is possible. I cannot 100% confirm it, but I'm almost certain that you can. Yeah, it's pretty funny when it does occur, because it's supposed to be like a certain story battle, yet one of them will be replaced, which is a random troop of the gnome. You can't find pet gnomes there, but you can definitely find treasure gnomes for sure. Because pet gnomes are only in PvP and arena. Which is actually one of the other reasons why I kind of wanted to go grind out arena too. Because aside from just the treasure gnomes, there's that small chance we find a pet gnome too. Which we currently have a 0% chance of finding if we're just doing explore. We currently have one active though, so I guess I'll wait it out like another 10 minutes. Once it starts getting lower, we'll probably head to arena and go try finding one. I should have taken green instead. Why didn't I? There we go. We got the full mana and killed out. There we go. Yeah, generally the biggest three that you really need for tradestone farming are Adana, Zolkiri, and Broken Spire. While this is by no means every arcane tradestone, this allows you to farm every runic in the game. Because between those 6 kingdoms, you cover all 6 of the runics. And you would cover 3 of the, what, 21 arcanes or something like that. Of course, to be able to farm every single arcane, you would have to unlock about 21 different kingdoms fully maxed out. You would be able to skip on the repeated kingdoms, though. So there are several kingdoms. Oops, that's not the way I meant to take that. But there are several kingdoms that end up repeating their tradestone. For example, brown-purple. We are currently doing it in the new kingdom of... I forget what it's called now. Of Drakzoom. But we could also be doing it within Darkstone. They both end up giving the same tradestone. But there's several kingdoms that overlap their color. Meaning you would only need to have one or the other done. You would have no need to have both of them completed. Or at least for the purpose of farming the tradestone specifically. Oh, he actually lived that. Okay, well, we'll go get one more hit on him then. Get a Ruan there, and good to go. Yeah, each quest line only takes about half an hour to an hour. So if you don't mind getting all the leveling and EXP from doing those, it only takes about a few days, or approximately. And then you can start farming every tradestone in the game. It does require you to have enough stats that you can actually do something similar to what we're doing right now. Like this kind of team. Because with lower stats, this doesn't work as effectively. With lower stats, you do have to double cast it normally too. Which is perfectly fine to double cast it. That's the whole reason why we even have it like this. And for cleaning up stuff. But normally, like, instead of just casting Rowan, you would have to go do both of them. Wow, we're getting so many arcanes. Where are all the treasure gnomes? We're getting all the arcanes instead of the treasure gnomes today, apparently. But yeah, they're both the same drop rate, yet we're getting... That's like our 4th arcane now. Or 5th. Somewhere around there. But, yeah, still not a single treasure gnome. Hey, there we go. I jinxed it. I jinxed it, but I jinxed it with luck. There we go. So hopefully we go and get something nice from him. Come on, Vault Key. Can we do it like we did yesterday where we got triple Vault Key from the first 3 gnomes we got? There's no way we're going to get that lucky again. No, just 4,000 gold. Nope. We're never going to get that lucky. Triple Vault Keys in a row. Not back-to-back battles, but 3 gnomes in a row all gave us Vault Key earlier. Or yesterday. And the first one we got within 3 minutes of the stream. That's never going to get that lucky again. We'll be lucky if we find like 2 this stream. Which is unfortunate because they did make the drop table decently better. From the keys. Oh, well, there's all the gnomes. They, like, were hiding, and now they're actually coming out a little bit. Nice. They're coming out of the bag. Okay, we'll go and see what we have here. Ah, come on. 2 miners. Why? I wish I was just completely removed from their drop table. I know that is somewhat helpful for newer players, but that is, like, the most useless thing in the current state of the game, this late in the game. There's just no need for minor tradestones ever. It's a little bit hard. When you're first starting out, minor tradestones and arcane tradestones are definitely the 2 hardest ones to accumulate a lot of. But, yeah, you eventually reach the point where they're just so useless. Because from normal battling, if you do just a lot of battles in general, you'd have a huge excess of them eventually. Yeah, there are some really, really funny and weird quest lines in this game. They did say that they might eventually expand on the lore too, and add like repeatable quest lines and add to the lore when they do so. They have yet to ever get around to that though. It's something that they've mentioned multiple times over the years, yet still haven't implemented it yet. Not sure if they had that planned this year. They had a lot of big updates planned. They already did two already, right? Yeah, 2. And I believe the next one's coming in about another month or 2. They're also skipping straight to just a major version. They're not doing a smaller version in between. Yeah, they said like about 6 major patches this year, which they seem to be on track for, from what I could tell. Okay, so let's just get a Sunbird down. And we'll need another poke of some kind. Oh, he got barrier. We're actually going to need 2 more pokes. What are you doing, Storm Shield? You ruined everything. Okay, let me take a red because he's about to deny red. And, okay, good. He didn't hit Rowan at least. I like it really makes a difference how much damage we do. Oh, there we go. Perfect. We hit the barrier and down it goes. Oh, that was a really sloppy battle, but down it goes. 100 soul drop has been plaguing you? Yeah. When we ended up doing data on it, I'm pretty sure it's the same drop rate as 2,500 gold. But for whatever reason, I keep getting the 100 souls more often than the 2,500 gold. And the two times Treatstone one from the data I got earlier is actually, hey, another Arcane. Wow, we're getting really lucky with those. But the 2 times Minor Treatstone is actually a little bit lower drop rate than both the gold and soul thing. But yeah, from when I ended up doing it earlier, 100 souls came up a lot more than 2,500 gold, even though it looks like they're both the exact same drop rate. Maybe the souls is just ever so slightly higher. That's the most common drop he actually has is the 100 souls. Or at least based on the data I got earlier. Pretty sure it's the exact same as some of the other ones, but I don't know. We keep getting it to that point. Maybe it is slightly higher. No way of really knowing, since they never actually disclose what its exact drop rates are on everything, nor will they ever do that. We'll go move that over. Oh, there goes barrier again. Okay, I might just need to go back to Darkstone. Actually, did we even go to Darkstone in the first place? I didn't go there because I know there's some annoying troops, but there's also quite a few annoying troops from this kingdom. Or at least that pop up from doing Explore in this kingdom. So you know what, let's just go head over there. Maybe we'll get better stuff. Darkstone, Explore, and there we go. There's already an easier battle. I don't know if they'll all be like that, but hopefully they will be. Yeah, we'll throw the firebomb down. Get a Rowan in there. Look at that, he even damages himself. Look, he's playing for us, doing 2 damage to himself every single time he casts. Speaking of Jinx, hey, no. Having higher gem mastery actually lessens the effect of Jinx on you, right? Yes. Because it doesn't actually do it based on a percent. Well, it does do it on a percent. But the percent that it reduces is not your overall surge percent. It's your mastery percent. And due to how it is, has a diminishing return on it, if you were to have a really high mastery, you would end up having, you would end up retaining more of your percent. But yeah, so like, it's why you basically never see Jinx team this late in the game. Jinx team's only 100 souls, just as I was mentioning earlier. But, yeah, Jinx teams you don't really see later in the game. Level 300 and below, particularly level 200 below, are the only times when it's really worth using. Because, for example, you can see that we have about 63, 63, 64, 66 or so percent. You can say about 64% on everything is the amount of surge chance that we have. But if we have a Jinx, which reduces our mastery by 50%, that doesn't reduce us down to like 32% surge. What it reduces us down to is about 55% surge. The reason for that is it doesn't half this number, it halves this number, which would bring this down to about a 210. And if any of you are around 210 mastery, you know that that's like over 50% surge chance still. So, yeah, it's even though it says 50%, this late in the game, it's only reducing it by like 10% or so, if even that much, just because it's not as effective. But if you were to go to like 200 down to 50 mastery, that will take away like 20-30% of the surge chance. Whereas this late in the game, it would only take away about 10% or so of the surge chance. Because it halves this number, not that number. If it halved this number, it would be used a lot, but it doesn't. Unless it changed as of recently, but for the longest of time, it has always been the mastery itself, not specifically the percent chance. We got our Magma Pillar already, right? That'd be a fail if we didn't. It's like one of the best pets. Anyways, let's go and mess around with Darkstone more. Keep getting the Arcanes, but we'll still keep grinding them out. Of course, we're mainly here for the Gnomes, not the Arcanes, but it's a nice byproduct. If you're going to be farming Explorer, you might as well be getting the Treat Stones you need. No point in not doing that if you're already going to be there. But I guess there's a slight point. You could go do it in the easiest possible kingdom to do it ever so slightly quicker. But most kingdoms are about the same difficulty for the most part, since the good majority of their enemies are completely random. Or not completely random, but seemingly partially random based on some kind of drop table within the game. Hello, Calvera, welcome. We'll get Sunbird in that, and then it goes. It's actually why I switched Kingdom too, because they keep drafting it from the same, like, 50 to 100 troops. And sometimes there's some annoying troops within them that aren't even associated with the kingdom at all. Of course, you have the highest chance of actually finding things that are within the kingdom, specifically from that kingdom. But that's not always the case. The only thing on... Actually, there are two. That one and that one are from the kingdom. The other two are not. And Sunbirded down and dead. Haven't gotten one Vault Key yet, and you're getting pet gnomes like crazy? Well, you're kind of lucky. Wait, where are you farming then? Casual PvP or arena? If you're finding a bunch of pet gnomes. Haven't found any pet gnomes, but that's mainly because I haven't been doing any area that actually has them. Actually, with that being said, let me go do arena. Because I keep just spamming this out, but we could be just doing arena right now. Oops, don't play again. Actually, you know what, we'll do it one more time. We're already here. But yeah, let's go head to arena after this battle. And go do that a couple times, because we do need more pets. And I don't know if anyone in my guild's holding a pet. I don't think they are at the moment. I should probably check the chat just in case. Oh, by the way, I believe we still have a slot open if anyone was interested in joining the guild. Let me double check. Guild. I don't know if anyone earlier ended up filling it. Yeah, we still have one spot remaining. Not sure if anyone from my guild mentioned anything. If they will be recruiting for it. Nope. Doesn't look like it. But yeah, if anyone is interested, our requirements are the following. If any of you are capable of doing it and interested in joining the guild, we do have one slot left. 1 million gold, 300 trophies, 1,500 seals, 30 Guild War battles, 40k Guild War points. Oh yeah, never mind. I've read that wrong. But yeah, 40k Guild War points, level 3 on all of the tier things. So for all of the guild related activities like Guild Wars, raids, invasion, go to tier 3. And just make sure to set all 6 unique defends. I should probably get rid of that. I had that all the way back from when those first came out. Pretty sure everyone knows at this point to go and do that. But yeah, we have one spot remaining, or one spot available if anyone is interested. Okay, so let's go do a bunch of arena now. Let's go over to arena. And all of this is horrible. But the yellow is the least horrible. Actually, skeleton wouldn't have been too bad either, but... Okay, that's all. Oh, I should have went for Diviner. No, I actually should have went for Diviner instead of Mummified King. I was just picking every yellow because the it just works out the best to give us more damage. But I definitely should have went for Diviner. That would have been so perfect. It has no color conflict and it would have fed us yellow. Oh well, not that big a deal. Only thing we really need is Dawnbringer spam. Everything else is not as relevant, though that mana generator would have been like one of the best things we could have put to this team. But oh well. We could definitely do it without it. Okay, go get Dawnbringer up, and all we have to do is double cast it. Cast number 1. And never mind, double cast will not be enough, but we will need to take 1 skull poke, and that'll be fine. Actually, you know what? Oh, you don't even death mark the enemy. Why don't you even death mark the enemy? They also tried changing Mummified King to buff it this patch, which is kind of funny. But in doing so, they made it even worse. That or they're just doing that to deliberately troll me. Because I always say how bad he is. And we'll do that. And then he def marks himself. He doesn't def mark the enemy, he def marks himself. Anyways, let's keep going. Which one is more useful to trait first, King Mikhail or Artima? King Mikhail, because Gorgotha basically is a better version of Artima. You would never really need to use her in most instances. Whereas King Mikhail, there are some weird skull spam teams where you can get away with him due to his enrage. Of course, you'd have to put him in first slot though. But I do find him to be a bit better than Artima. Though, do make sure you upgrade Great Maul first. Great Maul is better than both of them under brown-yellow. Also, next Mythic requires brown-yellow trait stones, if I'm not mistaken. So if you're interested in that troop, you might want to wait and hold off on spending your brown-yellow trait stones and spend it for the Mythic instead. Yeah, next Mythic, if I'm almost guarantee it uses Mountain trait stones, because we were reading over it earlier. And, yeah, I believe it was Mountain that it requires. So do make sure to save them for that, if you think you might want to get that upgraded. Otherwise, you'll have to go and grind out all 21 of his mountains, which would take forever. Well, not forever. But, you know, it takes a little while. Plus, there won't be a Gnome event until a while, because we literally just had one. Unless you want to preemptively farm them now, which might be a good idea. Yeah, actually, what was the other trait stone? Let me go look it up right now. But yeah, the trait stones for things that are coming up in the future, if any of you want to go grind it while there's a treasure gnome. I should probably start mentioning this on like Fridays or doing some kind of video, maybe even on Monday videos or something. But the trait stones that you'll want to be grinding out right now, if you are planning on getting any of the upcoming content, is Mountain and Storm, is what is required for the next Mythic. Mountain is brown-yellow and Storm is red-yellow. And to get the new legend that's coming in the event key drop table on June 4th, which is not next Monday, but the following one, if I'm not mistaken. That is the new Naga with Charm, that little Viper. I believe Salty showed it on the previous stream on Monday. But it requires green-red trait stones. So, yeah, if you're wanting to get all those, you would need to go and get brown-yellow, red-yellow for the new Mythic, and red-green for the new legends. So do keep that in mind if you want to preemptively get them. Because, of course, there will not be another Gnome event before then, since we literally just have one now. So if you want to get the trait stones for them, would be more efficient to do it now than later. Since you actually have the chance of getting other various drops while doing so. From the Gnomes. Hello, Alex! Of course, there's still Gnomes even when there's no Gnome event, but it's way higher drop rate when it's when it is a Gnome event. Alright, let's take the red, get another Dawnbringer down. He gets a Valkyrie, that actually lands too. He has Diviner, oddly enough. That's actually a really strange team. He has all mana generators, but like no damage at all. What level is it? 451. I think that's a high enough level that you should kind of know that. But yeah, it could just be a bad draft as well. But do be careful. You always want to make sure that you don't have too many mana generators or not enough mana generators. You have to have like just a nice middle amount of them, because having too many of them will make it so your battle goes way too slow, and not having enough of them will make it so your team will just be too clunky to really function. But speaking of that, he's actually going to get a kill here. We could actually lose. That'd be so sad if we actually lost this. Let's see. What do we need here? Speaking about clunky teams, that's the entirety of this team after we lose our hero. What did we go for here? I guess we'll just go get that. He just def marked himself, and then he got silenced. Really? Do you want to put any more effects while you're at it? There goes Diviner. Right as I was saying something about its team, it's like, nope. Not today. Oh, there's the yellow at least that we need. But yeah, let's go get another Mummified King hit down. I'm going to throw that most likely on first slot so we can kill it out with a skull. Any skull would take it out. And we still don't have one, nor do we have a drop for it. He's going to Valkyrie. I don't believe he has any good alignment for it, though. So we should be okay. Actually, I could just go and kill it out. But for now, we'll go to that. And what do we do here? Guess we'll take the blue. And we'll take that over. And now we just need to hit 2 more skulls. We'll take that one. And then we just need 1 more. We'll be good to go. So we'll take the red. take another red. And what else do we need? I guess we'll just go get a buff. Keep our HP up a little bit. Not like it matters too much, but oh well. Skull and skull. Oh, that was a really strange battle, but there we are. Give it way too many skulls. I need to stop giving the enemy every single skull on the board, because they do hit really hard. Let's see. What troop type is the invasion gonna be? The invasion is gonna be for war gears, is what the troop type's gonna be. So it's a really annoying typing since there are very few actual viable options. We are getting converter war gear coming in on Monday though, so that's gonna make war gears at least viable to some degree, but still they're relatively weak even with that. Even with that aspect. Also, using Wolf Garrick, which is the mythic war gear, isn't really that helpful, because even if you own it, and most people probably don't even own it, but it wouldn't even be that helpful since everything in the game mode, once you reach 4 towers, has immune to devour. So the good majority of what he does nothing. Yeah, it's going to be a really annoying week, I think, because there's almost no viable option. It's pretty much just going to be invasion troop in first slot, followed by Mang, followed by the mana generator, followed by I don't even know what at that point. That's pretty much the team. It's just bank on the invasion troop and Mang. You don't really have any other option other than those two things. Also, did we just kill his whole team out almost just with skulls? I think we did. And we just do that into a Mummified King poke. I do have to say, Mummified King does have an okay amount of damage for Arena. About the only instance where it actually has an okay damage amount. Every other location is horrible. Also, hello, Vespeni. Welcome. Alright, we're gonna move that over. He doesn't give us anything, so we'll just go take all that off the top. Surged it, but he gets the turn, and more mana, and Mang, and instant dead. 24 attack. I definitely need to make sure he doesn't get skulls, that is for sure. Wow. So move that over, get all of our mana. Go to Dawnbringer down. And that should pretty much be match. I'm not even gonna grab that brown. It's fine if he gets another Mank. That actually wouldn't really do much. And then we just kill it. So we'll take the skull. And then we just need 2 more pokes. Oh no, he silenced me! Why? Well, at least we get full mana that way. If nothing else, we'll grab that. Oops, we're frozen on it because of first slot. We'll go through that right there. And all we have to do now is just hit it for 1 more hit of any kind, and it'll go down. If it doesn't kill me first. It sure is trying, that's for sure. And down it goes. Yeah, as far as invasion, the 2 new troops that are going to be coming in will be usable for it. But as far as what you have to choose from, this is everything you have to choose from. It's not that much. Troop types, war gear, and yeah, this is all you have. And almost all of it is horrible. I don't even know what the 4th troop would be. So first slot is invasion troop. 2nd slot will be Mang. 3rd slot will be oh, what's it called? The new converter that's coming into the game. I believe it converts anything to green. Plus it does actually, let me say what it does. It transforms. It is a blue-purple that transforms a select mana color to green and then summons a Spirit Fox. So you're going to need a bank on a lot of Spirit Fox casting. But yeah, that's what it does. Though they do have immune to mana drain, so do keep that in mind. So it won't actually be particularly good against towers, but the mana generation you will need, as green generation for war gears is pretty decent. But yeah, the coloration of the other troops actually blue-brown, so you wouldn't even be able to feed green into it. Oh, wait, with that being said, hold up. Oh, that's even clunkier than what I thought, because you can't even use the new converter with the new invasion troop. That doesn't make sense. What do we do with that then? We still have to use the invasion troop. We can't not use it. It's just so much more effective during invasions than during raids. Wow. I guess we can use a Fenrir. Oh no, it doesn't even count as a beast. It's a war gear knight. It's not even a war gear beast. Wow, okay. Wow. That's bad. Yeah, it's gonna be a really clunky week. If it is indeed war gears, which it should be. there's essentially nothing you could do. It is going to be a more Grimm's Wood event, so hopefully some of these troops have like 10% or 20% bonus, but still, that's not going to help much. Yeah, it's going to be a really horrible week. I don't even know what you put there. There just isn't an option. Like, every one of these would be horrible in Invasion. There isn't a single one that would really be good. Except maybe some kind of weird Fenrir buff spam team with the new converter or something like that. Oh no, we'll mess around with stuff, but there really isn't that many things that are going to work at all. Oops, not PvP. Back to Arena. Games, Arena. It's telling me to do my dungeons. Oh yeah, I don't have any vault keys anymore, so it doesn't constantly keep telling me to go do my vault keys. Wait, what does it show there if you have nothing to do? I actually forget. Let me go do my dungeons real quick. What does it show when you have done everything already? Let's just go switch over to a firebomb. And where to go? Firebomb, firebomb. Okay, fine. I'll type in the whole thing. Firebomb. And there we go. Okay, let's clear through these. I don't remember what it actually says if you've done everything. I think it says invasions. But then what does it say if we do all our invasions? Well, we'll do that later and find out. But yeah, I think it actually does switch over to showing invasion after we finish this out. I mean, raids or whatever the weekly thing is. We'll get another cast out, and that'll be that. Got any pets? We ended up getting the magma pillar today. But, oh, no, any actual pets you mean? No, I don't currently have any actual pets. Used to have cats. Let's see, I've had cats, turtles, bunnies, chickens, rooster, let's see, goldfish, hermit crabs. A lot of hermit crabs, actually. Well, not a lot, but several. Koi fish. And I believe that's all the animals I've ever had. Trying to think of any other ones. Let's see. But yeah, 2 cats is the main one. As far as, like, traditional animals are concerned. 2 cats is all I've ever had. And currently none. I have no pets whatsoever at the moment. Is it worth it to buy the mini mimic? That depends on your own discretion. I personally found it to be worth it, though you would need to have a lot of extra spare gems for it to be considered worth. I would say for the most part, just be patient with it. But it is worth it if you play a lot of PvP. If you're playing the game for like 10 plus hours of PvP a week, it's probably worth getting the mimic to at least 4%. I don't think it's worth getting the final 1% on it, though. Because you're spending almost double the amount just to get 1 extra %, which isn't worth it. But getting the initial first 4% is worth it. And to some people. Of course, even that could not be considered worth it, because it costs about 1,000 to 1,500 gems to do that for the extra few % of gold. And of course, you're eventually going to have it. It's just a matter of waiting it out. Or just going for the gems to immediately have it. Yeah, you'd have about 1 month or so, or depending on how often you do pets, you'd have about 1 month of having that extra few % higher than what you normally would have. Oops, why'd I do that? I just did that for 1 damage. That didn't make any sense at all. And then we'll go sunbird him. And that's it. And there we go. Okay, what does it say now? It says, yeah. Oh no, it says arena now. Because we currently have an arena going. And it actually shows one of our troops from the battle, I assume. Sweet. Okay, well, let's continue our arena then. Oh, Ellen, you're looking for a new guild? Sure. What's your, or can you do all the requirements that I mentioned earlier easily? And if so, yeah, I can go invite you if you are interested. I don't see why not. If you can do the requirements, just send me your invite code and I can go and add you to the guild. You just entangled everything, which I think helps me more than it helps him. Good job, AI, but we'll go do that. That's a really weird thing to actually use in this game mode, because you'd want to be taking a lot of skulls to do damage. Even if you were running solo Dawnbringer. If he fed mana into it, then I could see using it with Dawnbringer, but he feeds green, so It doesn't really help Dawnbringer at all. Unless you had like a Diviner on your team. But even then, the Leshy would be blocking a Brown on her. Alright, anyways, we'll just go for that. Down it goes. And 2 more to go. Okay, we'll go move that over. Grab the yellow. Grab the other red. Take the green down. And we'll take the free turn. Take another poke. Throw Dawnbringer at it. And dead already. There we go. That was a really clean battle. If I could click the battle. Please click already. The amount of misclicks that just occurred. Wow. There we are. Actually, a lot of lower levels I've noticed. Like almost all these people who keep fighting have like the orange border around them. Well, not all of them. There's a higher level. But a lot of them are running the orange border, which means they are below level 500. Okay, we'll go and take the yellow. Get Dawn, bring it down. And then we'll just need 1 more of those. Do we bother going for anything? He's gonna... Never mind, none of that's actually too intimidating. Unless he does that on his first slot, but hopefully he won't. Okay, of course he does. But we'll go take that skull, so it doesn't matter. He wasted his turn, so... That's still fine. We'll go take that down. Oh, I give him red, though, and blue. Luckily, his weapon is a fake sun and moon. It still hits pretty hard, though. Okay, we just need to get 1 more cast on our hero. And that'll be match. We need to find a mana for it somehow. Can you stop buffing your stats for a second? Oh, I think I didn't even see that there. Whoops. We have a problem now. Well, let's go for that first. Because I can't take that red there. I think I have to take this green just so we don't accidentally give him anything. Oh, you know what? This blue is actually fine. There's a chance we give him skull up there, but hopefully not. Good. And then Dawnbringer for the kill. And then we just have to kill the last one out of the hero. Which should be okay. We have barrier on both of them. Worst comes to worst, we could skull poke with the second guy. Oh, never mind. We have a skull right there. And down it goes. And there we go. A little bit of a weird last battle, but there's all our rewards. 30 trophies, 5 glory keys, 3,648 souls, and 10,560 gold. And no, stop giving me these useless scripts. I don't want to accidentally waste 20 gems. That's the only bad thing about playing Arena. You could accidentally misclick that button and then waste 20 gems out of nowhere. Okay, let me go add you right now then. Yeah, I'll get you in. Let's see. Guilds. Guild again. Go over to admin. Ranks. Oh, wait. Yeah, that's where you go. Invite. And it does exist. Say yes. And there we go. The invite has been sent. Welcome to the guild. There we go. And we're back to 30. Oh, so that reminds me, how close are we on the arena thing? Hopefully we haven't hit it yet, because if we haven't hit it yet, not the arena thing, I mean this. Because if we haven't hit it yet, you'll actually be able to claim it as well. The major orb, yeah, we won't be hitting it until probably tomorrow at some point. Oh, we're actually a little bit low. Who is not doing their thing? What are you doing? What are you doing? All 3 of those, well actually several of those. Basically all of them below 10,000. Haven't really done all their battles yet. I guess they could be doing slightly better. Worse, I mean. Well, I guess everyone below, like, 6,000, I would say. So those several ones. Hopefully they get on that. We do have 1 person going a little bit higher, but that's not enough to carry the entire guild. Some people have been doing quite a bit less. I need to look into that into the future. And see who's repeat offenders. Normally I haven't been kicking as much for stuff like that, but I really do need to start because some people are really slacking off on it. It's not fair to everyone else spending like 250 gems or more on it. Because that's how much it costs just to get tier 3, let alone the people that go even further with it. Anyways, let me go and... Oh, now it shows treasure hunt. Interesting. Anyways, let's go and I guess head over to another arena battle. So we'll take yellow... Yellow. Yellow. What a diverse team of yellow. What are we running with? All the yellow. And there we go. That should be fine order. All we really need is Dawnbringer into Dawnbringer. and that's it. It's pretty much the every single battle in Arena. Or at least this late in the game, that's every single battle in Arena. I like how when you reach the point when you have like the most knowledge on how to build teams, the meta for running Arena is to make the most horrible team ever, just spamming every yellow in the game. I still find that to be pretty ironic. Like, at the point where you'd have the absolute highest knowledge of how to play the game, you have to build the worst looking troops that you'll ever see. Also, why is he highlighted? There he goes, I fixed it. That was weird, he was like highlighted for no reason, even though I didn't have it clicked. Also, hello Patrick, welcome. Do you think a live PvP would work in this game? It's something that they wouldn't really be able to implement with the current state of the game, though I've been wanting it since day one. But they did say that they probably wouldn't be able to implement it. Though they might add a somewhat live-like minigame of some sorts that may have some form of PvP in it. But PvP, as most people would understand it, would never exist in this game. Okay, we'll go and take the skull. We had 2 different chances, and we did get one of them. Oh, I can't even 3 that over to go get the other one to cascade. So I'll try getting a red there. Didn't get it. Take a blue to a blue. Actually, at this point, I might as well just double skull him. Okay, we'll take the blue, take 1 more mana. Or skull, either or. There we go, and dead. Survived for like 7 turns with 1 HP. Can you try this Artima team? You'll be surprised. Lantern Banner, Herdmaster, Artima, Vanguard, Wardbreaker / Baba Yaga for no mythic. Wait, what? Lantern Banner plus Herdmaster, Artima, Vanguard, and Wardbreaker. Oh, okay, I see what you mean. Or Baba Yaga if he doesn't have a mythic. Okay, we'll try it with the Wardbreaker one first. See how that pans out. Can we get a turn? He took like 5 turns in a row. Okay, we'll go grab that over. Slightly exaggerated, but we'll go take that. Take his goal. He has a gate too, which is actually really annoying. So we'll grab all that mana. Oh, I didn't want to get a 4 times there. That made it so we couldn't surge into full mana. So we'll go move that over. Get Dawnbringer down. Actually, before we do, get the free poke. Way overkill. He would have died even if he didn't get his second skull there. He lives ever so slightly. I will go grab that down, move that up. And I guess we just go for 1 more Dawnbringer at this point. So we'll go take a red. Oh, I had an extra turn chance over there too, but that's full mana, so it's fine. And then we just need to throw this down, and that'll be that. Yeah, we'll go try that one PvP team that was mentioned. Take that out with that, and we're good to go. Skip past everything. And let's go do the PvP. So PvP, normal battle. Let me go switch the vault key quick, I guess. Actually, do we have another slot that we could go that we might not be using? Gerbil early mid. Yeah, we're not going to be needing that. So let's go replace this out with... what do we need here? We need the Lantern Banner, Herdmaster. I haven't used Herdmaster first slot for a while. There's some Guild War days I've run it. This late in the game, it's not used as much though. Artima, Vanguard. I haven't actually bothered using Vanguard with them. And Warbreaker. Yeah, we'll give this a shot. Vanguard does have a lot of potential though, even though I haven't been using him as much. Actually, out of lower rarity stuff that's been added to the game recently, he is one of the better ones. That and that new Goblin that was added from the most recent Kingdom are both really good low rarity troops. Okay. There's just starting to become way too many combinations in this game. And where's the Lantern Banner? There it is. Wait, why Lantern with a Wardbreaker? Normally you'd want to make sure you get some of his mana, but I guess because we are going to explode most of it, so it's not going to matter. But yeah, we'll go try it twice. This one's actually a pretty easy battle that we're up against, so it won't be too good of a representation, but we'll go do another one after this. Okay, none of the starting mana is that worth it. I guess we'll take the blue. What do you boost ratio off of again? Destroy a row, destroy... create 6 yellow, boosted by blues destroyed. Oh, okay. So blue. Every single blue. So let's hit as many blues as possible. Do it that way. Also, thank you for your subscribe, nobody. Much appreciated. Okay, Artima. 2 weakest, explode. Haven't used her for a while either. The main thing that she's used for are her 2 final traits, normally. Now, let's just clear the board and then go from there. I don't actually want to cast her yet. We didn't really have anywhere good to do it. But we can go do this to try to full mana the other guy, and that should be full mana for him. And nice lucky extra turn. Get the Ward Breaker down in it. And yeah, that should be match. Now let's see how it does against a real battle. Because that one was actually relatively easy. And we're only tier 4 PvP on a Saturday. That's a fail. But here we go. Here's a somewhat realer team. Still a little bit of a weird team that we're up against, but it's at least better than what the previous person was using. Okay, so not like a super real team, but still real enough that we can kind of see what will happen. Get a Herdmaster down. You don't even need to worry about Entangle. Biggest thing we'll have to worry about is Famine, especially if we miss this ability. Okay, that's bad. What did I just say? Okay, we'll go and... that's actually really bad. I'm going to go for mana generation here. Because I want to try getting World Breaker to loop some. Okay, never mind. Well, let's hope he gets that loop that we wanted. Because if we don't, then we're in trouble. And down he goes, yeah. And he just gets hit by the Famine. We don't have any way to work around that. Because we have no way of targeting anything. We automatically hit either full AoE or the 2 weakest. There's nothing on this team to target with. Okay, we'll go and take the purple down. Get the skull. Oh, never mind. I can't even do that. We'll just go Herdmaster, I guess. Grab that in there. Cascade that mana. Get another Herdmaster in there. Get a Ward Breaker. And now we should be able to Artima into Ward Breaker as long as he doesn't get full mana again. Let's keep that going. That didn't give us enough mana. Okay, I'm going to need to make sure I do this into a Skull Distract. It's fine that we lost him. Oh, that's not fine he has Famine, though. I would have to extra turn right here for us to really be able to get anything done. Nope, didn't get it. Luckily, he ever so barely lived, but it's going to make very little difference. Since he's just going to be able to go and cast that out. So we'll go take some yellow. And now we just need to solo Artima him. Which actually is possible. Though not likely. Well, nope, it looks like we actually will get it. Oh, 1 HP, really? Luckily, our ability should be enough to take it out. The only problem here is... oh, wait, do we have a way of taking it? Yeah, I guess we'll go grab that. And that's match. Ever so barely, though. But there we go. The Famine really hurt us quite a bit. Though, generally, Famine always beats out Ward Breaker. Or, in theory, it should always do it. It's the highest mana cost troop in the game against the best mana drainer in the game, so normally it doesn't work out too well for the Ward Breaker. Anyways, let's head back to Arena. It's an interesting concept. You have 21 reds on board, and KrissTigger did 29 damage. On that, right? Wait, what? I don't understand the words that you just said. Any codes? Yes, we will have 2 codes today. The first one we'll probably do when we find, at this point, I guess when we find our next gnome, I'll give out the first code. And I'll hand out the other one a little bit later. Because we've gone a little while without finding a gnome now. So whatever our next gnome is, doesn't even matter if it's Vault Key or anything, just the next gnome will go and hand out one. And that includes Pet Gnome. Because we actually are in Arena right now, so we could find a Pet Gnome. Low chance, but it is possible. Of course, the normal treasure gnome's a lot higher chance. Let's go hopefully find one. Okay. We'll go move that. Take a skull. Yeah, our team has basically only ever ran in first slot. Very occasionally in second slot. There's no point in putting it anywhere else other than that. Its ability itself is pretty average. its main value comes from its 3 traits that it has, particularly the final 2. The 50% into the dodge that it has. The 50% true damage into its dodge. It's the highest chance of dodging an attack in the entire game. At least until they add a mythic that has higher, if they ever are going to do that. And down it goes with one gigantic, mighty Dawnbringer. Since Arena gives glory keys and trophies, is it a better way to farm gnomes than explore? Considering time spent versus rewards gotten? I don't know, it depends how much you value those resources. But you're getting a lot less gold by a pretty large margin. But you are getting glory keys, trophies, and all that other kind of stuff. Though trophies in a way is worth 0, because trophies have currently no function within the game other than leaderboards. So they have no function in the game. They're just basically help with recruiting, or just for saying, hey, my guild has more trophies than yours. Those are about the only 2 things that they're really used for at this current state in the game, so they're pretty useless to most guilds. Other than that, we are getting glory keys, which is something that we're missing out from not doing PvP or Arena. That's basically 100 glory every single time we finish out all these battles, which is even more than what you get per PvP battle. So yeah, it's actually a pretty decent amount. If you, of course, you can't use it for other stuff, but if you're planning on just using it for key related things, that's pretty decent, 100 glory. And the gold amount's pretty trivial. Pretty much just pays you back for playing it out, and then just gives you a little bit extra. I think it's like, what, 10,000 gold or something like that? Which I guess isn't too bad, but given how much longer the battles take, they take about a minute each. Whereas the other game mode, you can do it in at minimum 3 per minute. Okay, we'll go and... but you're getting about 3 times higher chance at minimum from doing Explore than you do from PvP, or from doing... Explore is about 3 times higher than Arena. Not because the chance is 3 times higher, but because you're winning about 3 times as many battles. Alright, we'll go move that over. Pick red. Go grab some blue or something here. Oh, I did not mean for you to actually kill that out. That's actually going to slow us down a little bit. And okay, we'll go for that. That's another problem that the game mode has too. It's really easy to get slowed down sometimes on some battles, whereas in Explore that essentially never happens. Something like this current situation. There we go. Luckily we got through it, and down it goes. But yeah, this takes about 10 minutes, you could say. You could easily do it within 10 minutes. Actually quicker than that normally. But while streaming it and talking and doing other stuff, yeah, it's about 10 minutes per thing. So we could do about 60s per hour. So what's that total amount of loot come out to, actually? Let me times all that by 6. So 240 trophies, that's really good. That's like pretty much the highest rate you could even do. Oh wait, never mind, my bad. 180. I was gonna say, that seemed a little high. But yeah, 30 times 6. So 180 trophies per hour, still pretty decent. 30 glory keys per hour. So that's also pretty good. That will save you 30 times 20, 600 glory is basically what that is, the equivalence of. 3,648 souls is how many we specifically have gotten ourselves due to all of our bonuses. And timesing that by 6 would end up bringing us to 21,888 souls per hour, which is pretty nice. That's not as good as Fair's raw soul farming teams, but is still a okay amount. And the other thing that we'd be getting is 10,560 gold minus 6,000. So, or times that by 6 and then minus it by 6,000. So 10,560 times 6 minus 6,000 ends up bringing that to 57,360. Though if we repick a couple times, you could basically say that's about 55,000 gold per hour. And we calculated the other one out earlier, and it was 176,000 gold per hour. So we're getting about 120,000 less gold or so. But instead, we're getting the souls, the glory keys, and the trophies. Though we are getting 3 times less gnomes. So we also have to factor that into play. But yeah, if you were specifically wanting to get gnomes, I would still say stick with the explore and stuff, at least during these kind of events. When it's not this event, then yes, it would actually be kind of fine to do this instead of explore, to do arena, because it would be a lot better then. But I personally feel like during gnome events, it's just better to stick with explore. And with that being said, move that back to normal. And let's head back to explore with the Gorbel. Also, it depends what the bonus for the week is, too. The Gorbel is definitely helping it out quite a bit this week with the extra gold that it gives. But there we go. If it's gold, glory, yeah, basically if it's gold or glory off the Gorbel, it's definitely better using the Gorbel. Alright, we're gonna take the red, throw that down. And dead. Yeah, they have mentioned in the past of a seasonal trophy league, and you would get rewards based on 3-month seasons. They never ended up implementing it, though. But they did mention that later this year they are going to be reworking PvP and possibly Guild Wars. So if they do, I mean, not PvP, I mean PvP and, not Guild Wars, I meant. But they're going to rework PvP and the whole trophy system. So they might finally add leagues after that. It was something they've talked about a lot in the past, but have never actually implemented into the game. So hopefully they will finally implement them. But yeah, it's something the game has been needing. Because trophies at this current state are useless. They're not used for anything, really. The only thing they're used for is that little bonus seal thing that you get every single day now. Which I believe is 19 seals when you have it completely maxed out. Which is nice. That's like 1 gem key a day, essentially, for free. But still, that's that barely does anything. Because if you were in a smaller guild, you'd probably be getting like, what, 10 per day? So you're only getting about half the amount. That's barely any difference. Yeah, trophies are essentially useless. Their main function is to help recruit new players to your guild by showing that you're in the top 50 of the leaderboard. Because if you're in the top 50 of the leaderboard, it is a lot easier to recruit people. And down it goes. Runic Blade Tradestone. Hey, treasure gnome. Runic Blade, isn't that the blue, yellow-blue one? Pretty sure that's yellow-blue. Let me go double check. But if it is yellow-blue, Sword's Edge would be the best location to go get it. If that is the color. And 2 minor Tradestones, let's see. Which one do you need again? Runic Blade. Wait, Runic Blade, you mean Arcane Blade. Let's see. I'm pretty sure you mean Arcane Blade. But yeah, Arcane Blade would be Sword's Edge. Also, you can click on anything, by the way, and it'll show you everywhere where it is. But between these two, I'd say Sword's Edge is easier. Leonis Empire has a couple mana drainers that could be annoying. But yeah, Sword's Edge would be the location you'd want to go do that. Like you can see right here, everything in that battle's pretty easy. And a good majority of them would probably be pretty easy as well. Also, you can see the icon on each one, too, when you click on them. The Tradestone that's right there is the one arcane that you can get from the kingdom. And it shows it for every single kingdom as well. And of course, as I just showed here, you can just click on here. And if you see a Tradestone here, and you don't know where it is, you just go click on it. Like, let's say we want a brown runic. Shows all the kingdoms with brown runics. And if we want the pure green, shows pure greens. Green yellow shows all the green yellows, so on and so forth. For each one. And if you just click on it, it brings you directly there. Anyways. Darkstone, Explorer, and let's go back. The hero weapon? Oh, Arcane Blade? Oh, my bad. I thought you were... Okay. Oh, Runic Blade. Oh, Runic Blade is 37 green, 37 yellow hero mastery. My bad. Okay, I misread that. I see what you mean now with Runic. Yeah, Runic Blade is from 7 numbers. 37, 37. 37 air and 37 green. Or 37 yellow and 37 green, I mean. Hero masteries when you get that weapon. It's a really weird number. It used to not even be available through Hero Mastery, but then they just randomly added it to Hero Mastery when they gave it like a gigantic buff. At one point, it was the best weapon in the game for Arena, and actually still is the best weapon in the game for Arena, if and only if you don't own Dawnbringer. Dawnbringer's way, way, way better than it, but of course most people don't have Dawnbringer. It's a lot easier to have a runic blade. Mang is still overall more useful than a runic blade, but in the context of arena, a runic blade is the best weapon in most situations, not counting Dawnbringer. Please cast. I can't wait till they add hotkeys for this. They need to do it already. PC needs hotkeys so badly. Keyboard hotkeys. So that we can just do the ability like how console does, with just clicking a button. It'll make sure we can never misclick it again. Hey, got a runic. Nice. I mean, arcane. Oh yeah, I got a gnome. We need to go give a code. Yeah, we did finally get that gnome. Let me go do that. And then we'll go hand it out another one later on. But yes, you are correct. Let's go ahead and hand out the first code. I will do it right after this battle. Oops, why did I take that one? Out of all the manas on the board, why on earth did I just go for the one we don't need? Like, almost every single thing we needed, except the one I took. Good job. Go grab that. And Wolfgear's not even going to be good for next week's invasion either, which just seems so weird. The Mythic from the Kingdom is going to be useless to assist in most situations. Oh, someone in my guild got a penguin. Nice. Not the best of bonuses, but oh well, better than nothing. And with that being said, let's go give out the code. Perfect timing too. Anyways, let's go get that code. It's buried underneath all these tabs. Let's see. That's not it. There it is. And she did send me more, so I do actually have codes at the moment. Still not that many. I don't know why she keeps giving in such small amounts, but at least she's still giving them. We haven't ran out yet. So we'll go mark that. And where's the thing I need to go into? Right over here. Put that there. Boom. Boom. I'm not a robot. And redeem. And hopefully that works. And it is successful. Okay, so this batch should be fine then. If this one works, they most likely all work. So that's good. Okay, so let's go and let me go put this into the little interface thingy. Put that right there so I can just copy paste it in a moment. Put this over here so you guys can all see it, or anyone coming in a little bit later to the stream. And there we go. Center that a bit. Oops, that's not the space bar I meant to hit. That's also not... What is it doing? It's not clicking. There we go. And center it enough. Good enough. Click OK, and let's go copy paste that to chat. But yes, you use this redeem code on gemsofwar.com underneath the game code section, or you can click this link that I'm about to post into the description. Either or will bring you to the exact same location. But yeah, do either one to two. Your invite code can be found underneath your settings, where it says invite code, and whatever your game says there is what you put in. Do not put in mine, it will not give it to you. Put in whatever your game says there. The redeem code is the one below, as well as the one in chat. And only PC, mobile, and the Amazon version are capable of using the code. Both the console versions, unfortunately, cannot use the redeem codes. And it gives the normal reward as always: 2 treasure maps, 1 gem key, 200 souls, and 2,500 gold. And we'll have another one a little bit later during the stream, in about an hour or two. I don't know what condition we'll give it under. I guess the next vault key we get, I will give out the code. And if we don't get a vault key, I'll still hand one out at one point, but it will be determined by when we get a vault key, if we can ever finally find a vault key. We got like 6 yesterday, but currently at 0 an hour in. Anyways, let's go do the pet that we just got unlocked from someone in the guild. So let's go do that right now. Fights, and we'll use this against all 6 of them. I mean, all 8 of them. Will the new mythic on Friday be in the event keys on Friday? No, it will not be in event keys. It'll be in Glory Gem Guild and VIP chest is where it'll be. I'll likely be getting it off a gem chest, and hopefully we'll get lucky and not have to burn through gems to actually get it. But yeah, I'll be using gem keys for it. I think we have like 500 of them, or somewhere around there. Or at least that's how many we'll have by the time it gets here, one or the other. But yeah, we'll have about 500 or so to throw at it, maybe a little bit more. Ideally, we'll get it within a few hundred or less. Yeah, we currently have 524, plus we'll have like the extra ones from Monday. So what is that, like 650 then total? Somewhere around 600. A little over 600 is about how many keys we'll have to throw at it. Normally you need about 1,000 to get a pretty good chance of getting right on the drop rate. But you never know, we could get luckier. Though, unfortunately, we could also get unlucky. Okay, let's go and we'll take the yellow. Take that brown, grab that. Get an apothecary down if we have it somewhere. Never mind, let's go for Golgotha. Yeah, generally a good majority of keys are used on 2 instances, like all of the various mid-range keys, like Glory Gem Guild and VIP chests, the ones that tend to drop pretty much everything within the game. Those keys tend to be saved for 2 things, either when new kingdoms get released or when new mythics get released. Of course, you could throw them down whenever, if you're just trying to get a variety of troops, but later in the game, those are the 2 main things that they're used for. Event keys are used generally whenever there's a new legend that is added to the game later in the game, or throughout the game you use it when there's a troops within the event key drop table that are good on a given week. And as far as gold keys, you pretty much exclusively use them only when new kingdoms come out, just because it makes it easier to get whatever the new common is. And yeah, that's basically every key. And of course, guild keys make sure to always use towards the end of the week when your guild has actually hit 20,000 or 40,000 guild seals, because if you use it prior to that, you get a lot less value out of them. So it's something that you always have to use later in the week, regardless. Okay, let's go and... Oops, did I use this without finding alignment first? No, we did actually have some alignment, but it wasn't good alignment, unfortunately. Let's go for that. Speaking about not having good alignment, how do we not have blue to... we don't have a single blue to... there we go. A blue to skull. So we'll go for that. And down it goes. Even after we created almost the entire board of blue. Next to all the skulls. Yeah, next week is Mergrim Woods, and there's almost nothing good in Mergrim Woods. There's Wolf Garrick, which is a pretty useless mythic in most situations. Even in next week's invasions, it's not even going to be worth using. The only thing that's particularly good currently still in the kingdom that's for later on in the game is Forest Guardian. But that's about it. And I personally wouldn't bother spending event keys just to get a Forest Guardian. There aren't too many teams that really run Forest Guardian. And the ones that do run it with Sakima. And if you already own a Sakima, you might as well just be building Sakima teams. Assuming you have the other components. I guess if you didn't have the other components, you could go Forest Guardian Sakima. That's the only instance where Forest Guardians really still used, other than with some instances with beasts, but most of them are more so guild war related stuff than actual PvP. I don't think you would ever really bother running Forest Guardian PvP unless it was a Ishbala into a Ishbala into Forest Guardian spam, just to do skull spam over and over again, because they can feed back into each other with their skull spam, which works out quite nicely. Alright, we'll go, and I have no way to clear out the board here. Or, actually we do, but... I mean, we have no alignment. That's what I meant to say there. Okay, let's go and just throw something pretty random down. Because I don't think we have what we really need, so let's just do this. And he's going to hit us a few times. Okay, never mind, only once, that's fine. And now we just take out the rest of his team pretty easily. Take that over, throw another one down. And down it goes. And there we go. How many of the pets have you got so far? 36 out of 37. We're only missing the Coca-Cola bear. It's the only one we're missing. Still have not found it yet. My guild has found it before. I think my guild has found it once or twice. But I've never been on when they found the Coca-Cola bear. So unfortunately, I still don't own it. Yeah, we've been sitting on that for a while now. There's definitely a lot of people that have already gotten all 36, but we are, I mean, all 37, but we have not yet. I keep forgetting they added one. The dragon from Wednesday. Okay, let's go and apothecary away the, actually, I might as well just do it on blue. So we'll apothecary away the blue. Go grab that. I don't really have much of a follow-up. We'll just take a yellow, I guess. Go for that. A lot of people seem to be missing the bear. Maybe they lowered its drop rate. Dun dun dun. The conspiracy bear. Okay. We'll go and take the skull. Go for the purple right there. And that was surprisingly effective for an apothecary cast. Who knew a apothecary can triple kill off a single ability just because there's a storm going on? The power of an overpowered Doomstorm. Also 2 treasure maps and that overkill right at the end. Wow. It's like a 12 cascade or something. Yeah, most guilds have gotten 37 pets now. It's just a matter of have you been on when your guild got all 37. Yeah, a good majority of guilds, I would assume, have already gotten it. Well, not a good majority, but you know, good majority of the later guilds have probably gotten it by now. Though it doesn't really matter if a guild has gotten all of them. It matters if you were specifically on when your guild got all of them, which for most people isn't the case. I'll go and clear out the board, move that down, get a Grugolfa in there, and sure we'll just throw a poke in there. No good cascade, but we should have a nice follow-up if he doesn't ruin it. Is that worth going for? I don't think that is. We have an apothecary there, so let me actually go for that. Get that on the green, and then we should have alignment. And that'll be match. Yep, that's match. And there we go. Throw another hit in there, and that will definitely be the kill. Or not, never mind. Oh, I thought that was an extra turn. Oh no, the damage. The double silence. He got rid of my cleanse. We need a brown, but oh yeah, I can't. No, I can't. If I take that, we don't get the mana. I can still go for it though, so we'll go grab that. He gets the other kill. Oh, come on, I was just about to use that. Did he seriously just instant kill it off your instant kill ability? That's not good. Let's go get the last of this thing's mana. And go from there. Oh wait, good. She did cleanse. Never mind, I didn't see that. So let's go grab that. And all we have to do now is get one heavy hit on it. There we go. Well, that didn't take much. One hit and done. You have 3 copies of the bear at Legend. Very lucky. I haven't been getting that many copies of it. Let's see. Which ones have I been getting a lot of? I've been getting a lot of the little Carnex. I've been getting a lot of the... Oh no, I keep forgetting what the other ones were. I need to go like look at them to really see which ones I got a lot of. I actually got a surprising amount of Moons, even though I barely got it as that many events. Every single time I've gotten Moon, I've actually gotten several copies of it, even though I haven't gotten it as commonly. But there's some that I've gotten like, it feels like 8 times, but I barely have any copies of it because I keep getting them only 1 at a time. Getting very unlucky with them. Yeah, we'll go throw a Grugolfa down. Yeah, there was like 3 or 4 of them that were just getting an excessively large amount of. I don't know why I can't remember them off the top of my head. I think too visually. Okay, let's go and check real quick. Which ones were we getting a lot of? So it was, let's see. Billy Kid we were getting a pretty decent amount of, which is useless. Oh, the Mini Mall. That was what it was. Mini Mall and Carnex. For whatever reason, we just keep getting over and over and over and over again. I seriously feel like we've had 10 Mini Malls now. Like actual individual Mini Mall events. About 10 of them. We've gotten it more than any other pet. By a large margin. Like, I think he's... oh no, it's just a ridiculously large number. How many times we've gotten him. And I don't think I've ever gotten more than 1 copy each time. Maybe 2 on one of them or something. But yeah, him and the Carnex I've definitely gotten way too many of. And they're both useless as well, which is annoying. So oddly enough, with that being said, the Moon is actually the one that we ended up getting the most copies of first. It's the first one we were able to naturally get to Legendary. It's actually the only one I've naturally been able to get to Legendary so far. Good morning, Decrail. Welcome. Okay, we'll go do that. Move the other one over. And what else do we have between these two? I guess we'll just go for the hit and then go into the other convert. I should have taken those greens first. Oh well, it doesn't matter. Go grab that. And that should be match, or very close to it. And let's match. And dead. There we go. Well, that was an easy battle. And claim our rewards. We get 2 penguins. I'll take it. Not that good on the other drops, but at least we got an additional penguin. What does that bring our penguins up to? We're now up to 4 penguins. And even though he's our... Oh, never mind. We did get the other 5. I was going to say, even though we got him as a pet, we still didn't get him upgraded there. But no, we did. Okay. But yeah. What will be our next one to really get upgraded? Problem is, a lot of the ones that are good, we haven't really gotten many copies of. So, Krabby, I still need more copies of, but he's just at the first copy of Epic, so he's not really going that far. For green, we haven't gotten a single green upgraded. Oreo, we still really need to get upgraded, but unfortunately, no copies of that. Red has so many options, but Magma Pillar is the one I desire to have upgraded the most out of all these. Fennecat's getting pretty close. This isn't even in the drop table for another, like, 3 to 4 weeks. And this thing is, I personally don't feel like I need as much. It's mainly these 2 I'm really interested in. And this guy, too, once he gets into drop table, but he's currently not, so not really helping us much. And even once he does, of course, it's just a 1 in 37 chance that would specifically be him. It's really hard to currently focus pets. One thing that's probably being asked on the Q&A is if they could be added to the Soul Forge. Adding pets to Soul Forge, where you could basically craft them with, like, you know, various resources, like diamonds, maybe even pet food and stuff like that, in order to craft a specific pet, which would be pretty cool if they do add that, because you'd be able to actually focus them down. It is really hard to focus down pets right now, unless you specifically throw gems at them, which is not desirable in most situations. Anyways, but yeah, as far as yellow, we really need more Peace Pigeon copies. We need to stop getting puppy bots. If I'm not mistaken, he's already upgraded to the ultra rare, and yeah, he's almost at the legendary. But yeah, we keep getting way too many puppy bots. But yeah, those 2 are definitely the absolute best, and we can't even get them. Getting like no copies of them. As far as purple, got really lucky last night. We ended up getting several moon copies, and yeah, I've only think I've gotten this guy like 4 or 5 different pet times, but every single time we've actually managed to get multiple copies of him, pretty much. So we were able to get him to Legends, and that's really nice to see. Everything else is only like ultra rare. Yeah, this guy's all the way up to Legend. That's 4% additional souls. He's the same way as my Mimic now. Gonna be a little while until he gets up to 5%, but I don't really soul farm, so I don't care for his 5% as much. I care about the mini Mimic's 5% way more than his, that's for sure. Yeah, that's pretty nice. And of course, this guy's percent I don't really care about. EXP is near useless in this game, unless you're someone like Techni. But to a good majority of players, EXP means pretty much nothing, and getting a higher bonus for it isn't really that worth it. And other than that, these 3 are also pretty good, particularly the Mushroom for Guild War days. Would love to get that extra magic on him, but it takes so many copies of him. And of course for Brown, we're missing the Coca-Cola Bear and Mini Mimic, and the Rocky's the only ones really good. Surprisingly enough, I only have 1 copy of Rocky. Really glad I was on when that occurred, because we've only ever had it once, I believe, in my guild, and I was able to get it when we did have it. And he's one of the core really important ones too. He's Brown Day, and Brown Day is a little bit one of the more slightly annoying days to do Guild Wars on. Anyways, let's go back to our grind. I guess we'll head back to Darkstone and continue our gnome findings. Hopefully we'll get a vault key. As I mentioned, I will give out another redeem code when we find a vault key. So hopefully we find a vault key. I'll still give one out regardless, but we'll be giving out one immediately if we find a vault key. You're hoarding gold now? Oh, okay. That would explain why you keep finding pet gnomes then. Oh, are you going to try getting a billion gold? There's currently, I believe, only been 1 person who ever accumulated 1 billion gold, and that was that one guy who quit ages ago. What's even more impressive is he did a billion gold when there wasn't 4 times speed. He did it on 1 time speed back in the day when speeds didn't exist. So it took a lot longer than what it would today. I believe he's the only person who's ever hit a billion, because most people just throw down their gold before they ever reach a billion. Good morning, M78. Welcome. You did 6 arenas and got 6 pet gnomes last night. Wow, that was very lucky. We did 2 arenas and found 0. Yeah, it's a pretty nice place to go farm pet gnomes. It's actually really good value. Just everything that you do get from it. Particularly as a newer player. The only problem is some of those things that you end up getting aren't really worth that much, like the trophies and stuff. Trying to decide how much you'll go for. How much are you at right now? Because I believe a little over 1 billion is the most ever that anyone has ever had at one given moment within the game. You're at 71 million? Oh, nice. That is a long way to 1 billion, though. But yeah, it just takes forever. I honestly don't know how he managed to do it. Especially given that it's, he would have done it at a site. Oh, actually, you know what? Maybe it wasn't a slower rate that he did it at. Because while he didn't have the extra speed, there was a point back in the day when you could gain like 10,000 gold per battle. Not consistently, but there were battles that were capable of gaining that much gold. I believe on average, with VIP bonus and everything, he would have been averaging like 9,000 gold per battle. There were some battles he could do like 15,000 with his bonus or something like that, something ridiculous, way back in the day. So, you know what, even though there wasn't a higher speed, it might have still been about the same amount of gold gain, because I didn't think about that factor. Okay, we'll go throw Firebomb down. Take the other one, take the blue, take a red. Oh, I should have just went for a green or blue. Oh well, take a red, throw that down. He had unnerved Maul plus extra gold was given in casual on, yeah, unnerved Maul was amazing back when you could do it on Warlord 4. Also, it wasn't casual PvP, it was normal PvP that you were able to do it in. You didn't even need to do it in casual PvP. You could still do it in casual PvP right now if you wanted to go run that Great Maul team. But back in the day, you were able to do it in normal PvP. And back in that day, during that time, gold, if you attack someone, you would steal all their unclaimed gold. And there were some people that you could gain like just thousands of free gold from. You could win a PvP battle and be like 2 times, 3 times the amount of gold that you would normally have gotten just from all the gold that they didn't claim. They removed that feature, and now instead you just gain like basically twice the amount of gold when you do a revenge these days. But still, it used to be way higher back in the day. Or normally, on average, it'd be way higher. Some people would have almost nothing, but the average amount would have been higher than what you would be gaining today from revenge. It's actually why revenge still gives you double gold, pretty much. It's left over from that mechanic. Instead of reducing out the other person's gold, it just gives you basically a static double, almost, essentially. I don't think it's exactly double, but it's pretty close to it. Yeah, Celestial. We haven't got a Celestial for a while. Not like we need them, but more for the pile. Maybe we'll eventually reach 1,000 of them. I think we're only like, not even remotely there. I think we're like 1/3 the way there or something. Not that big a deal if we do, though. I just like having a nice reserve of them, just in case they're like, hey, we're releasing this new piece of content, and you can finally sync your trait stones. Because it's about the only thing really in this game that doesn't have a sync yet. There's 2 things that don't have a sync. Treasure maps don't have a sync, because most people don't want to bother spending it all on treasure hunt. And trait stones don't have a sync, which is the main one that they don't have. And yeah, there's just nothing to use excess trait stones for. Once you have every troop fully traded in the game and start building up your reserves, you basically perpetually forever have infinite trait stones. Because the hardest part is getting everything fully traded. Once you get everything fully traded, it's pretty easy to keep everything fully traded. Okay, we'll go and throw that down. And down it goes. Especially with the orbs now, too. Because the orbs allow you to just trait things at whim. Also, thank you for your subscribe, the Piglins. Much appreciated. I mean, pilgrims. Wow, how did on earth did I misread that? Pilgrim's Promise. Thank you for your subscribe. What did I say the first time there? Wow, I totally misread that. I like jumbled up like 5 letters within that word. Hello, Tuan. Welcome. Glad you could join us. If anyone has any questions, anything you want me to go over, just let me know. We'll be giving out a vault key. I mean, we'll be giving out... I wish. We'll be giving out a redeem code when we find our next vault key. And we'll be basically just farming up treasure gnomes for the most rest of the stream. Of course, this entirety of this weekend, there's a higher chance of finding treasure gnomes as well as pet gnomes. And that's pretty much what we're hunting for right now. How many keys you got right now? An okay amount. Oh, we just got a gnome. I'll go take that. Take that one down. Been a while since we got one. Been like 15 minutes now, but go kill that out. What do we have? What do we have? 20 gems. Very nice drop off it, though. Unfortunately, that is not a vault key. But still, one of his better drops. Probably like his 4th or 5th best drop, so I'll take it. Better than all the other junk he has, for sure. This is how many keys we currently have. We're at 524 gem keys. Those will be depleted next Friday on a new mythic. 438 event keys. Those will be depleted partially in 2 weeks when the new Naga comes in. Not next Monday, but the following Monday. Glory keys I'm saving for New Kingdom. Gold keys I'm saving for New Kingdom. Guild keys I'm saving for whenever they finally buff this drop table. Otherwise, I'll be saving them for mythics if they never buff it. And VIP keys you can never really accumulate in any means. Would be kind of cool if they did add a way to do that. But, yeah, so that's basically just what you throw down. You never have a reserve of them. There's almost no means within the game that you can actually obtain them naturally. But, yeah, that's pretty much what I'm using all these keys for in the near future. And we're almost at 1.3 million souls. They did confirm 100% that they are adding another mythic weapon into the game. We don't know if it's going to cost as much as Dawnbringer, but we could pretty much assume that it will. Hey, another gnome already. We keep getting dry streaks, and then we just keep finding a bunch of gnomes after we lose our dry streak, and then we'll just go back to a dry streak again. Yeah, so far 0 vault keys today. A lot worse than yesterday. 100 souls, that's his worst drop, or one of them. Not his absolute worst, but it's pretty far down there. It's his most common worst drop, I should say. You have a low-level account on PS4 and have been getting a lot of gnomes doing the Kingdom Quest. Yeah, you can find them there, and Kingdom Quests do tend to go pretty quick. Challenges are also a pretty good way of finding them, since the lower-level challenges are a lot easier. Look at this, seriously. We go dry streak for a while, and then we just keep finding every gnome, almost every battle. Okay, we'll go and take a red. Hopefully that means we'll get a key. Come on, Volky. Nope, another useless 100 souls. 2 times in a row, of course. Oh well. Oh, I got a firebombed in there. Get a sunbird, if it'll let me. And down it goes. Ha ha ha. Yeah, I should preemptively, like, read people's names in my head before I actually say it. Because some people do try having those really weird names that they try to... It doesn't look like it's that, but then you try pronouncing it and it's like, whoops. I hate those so much. I don't know how YouTube doesn't have, like, some kind of phonetic thing. Or what is that called? Not phonetic. There's a certain term for it. But a thing where... Kinetic? No, it's not kinetic. But it's basically something where it checks the, it converts text into symbols, and then it tries pronouncing them. And if it's similar to any kind of bad-related word, it would automatically censor it automatically. But for whatever reason, YouTube doesn't seem to have it, or at least they don't have it for usernames, because there are a lot of usernames out there that have very odd pronunciations when you try pronouncing them. Okay, we're gonna move that over. Take the firebomb down. And just go throw that in there. Take the blue. Rowan, dead. You think you have stolen your gnomes? Not had 1 in 40 battles now. Yeah, you can get dry for a little while. We've gone like an entire hour without them before, during an event. Or maybe not that long. I think actually 30 minutes is as long as I've ever gone during an event. Though, of course, not during an event. I think the longest we've gone is like 6 hours without one. But let's see. We'll go and take that over. Just need to get one hit on him. Get a Rowan down. And what do we have off him? 2,500 gold. Better than the souls, but still one of his worst drops. Firebomb down. Nice extra turn. Move the blue over. And smooth that. Throw in. Go from there. Come on. YouTube has more than enough censorship as it is. Oh no, I don't really notice it much. I know quite a few YouTubers talk about it though and stuff like that. But I don't know, it personally hasn't been much of an issue for me. Or at least not yet. They do demonetize things like very weirdly though. But I think they fixed that system a little bit because I've noticed it hasn't been happening as much as of recently. Where it just randomly demonetize you for no reason whatsoever. It's not like a full demonetization, but it would be like a partial demonetization to the point that it basically was a full demonetization because you couldn't appeal it until you had like 1,000 views on the video. And for smaller channels like this, like that's almost every video. And of course, even once you get it appealed, it could take a couple days, and most videos get most of their views in the first few days. So that would be kind of pointless. Hey, Celestial, nice. Okay, we'll go and throw the firebomb down. And we'll take the green to red. How did nothing get full mana out of that? Go take the blue and go for a win. And there we go. What's amazing is that's actually what a slow battle looks like with that team. Well, maybe not the slowest possible battle. Hey, another gnome. Seriously. We go dry forever, and then we're just finding every gnome. Like 1 every 10 battles or less. Oh, why do you have to revive like that? You're gonna delay us. Here's one of the really bad battles. Oh, even worse. Okay. Oh, why didn't I not take full mana on it? Oh, because it wasn't available. That's why. Seriously, damage, where are you? It's nowhere to be found. Go take a brown. We'll take skull. Come on, give us something. There it is, red. Go. Wow, that lived forever. But hopefully we get something good from the gnome. Aww. Well, at least we got 5 gems, but yeah, we got an arcane into 5 gems. I guess that's not horrible. It's a lot better than some of the drops out there. Alright, we're gonna move that over. Also, by the way, that troop that's coming in next week, even though it summons a Spirit Fox, do keep in mind that Spirit Fox does not come in with full mana, even if you have it traded. Troops do not come in with full mana ever. When they're summoned, I should say. All of their traits that are like that, they trigger at the beginning of the battle. They do not trigger when they're summoned or anything similar to that. So if they have like an empowered and you summon it, it will not come in with full mana because that only triggers at the beginning of battle. How's your Rowan skill number so high? It's from having a lot of HP and well, it's mainly from just having kingdoms upgraded. Here's the full breakdown of our thing. Let me actually go under the little screen. We go under edit team bonuses. But yeah, it's mainly from having kingdoms upgraded, particularly level 10 all kingdom, 5-star all kingdom, and well, that's it. To level 10 all kingdom and 5-star all kingdom is where a good majority of these stats are coming from. That's where all these stats are coming from. So the initial +1 to each of these is so +6, +5, +12, and +10 is coming from level 10 all kingdom. It's like 130,000 or so gold per kingdom. And all 33 of them are maxed out, or wait, is it 33 or 34? I keep forgetting. I mean, there currently is. I think it's 34 now, actually, due to the other guy. But however many kingdoms there are, you have to do that to all of them to get the initial +1, and then the other +1 for each of them to bring it to 12, 10, 24, 20. You need to get each of the kingdoms to 5 stars, which you do from upgrading stuff within the specific kingdom and trading them, leveling them, ascending them, stuff like that. As far as this bonus, this is from maxing out your guild things every single week. You end up getting 3 attack, 2 HP, 8 HP, I mean, 3 attack, 2 magic, 8 HP, and 8 armor. And also we're getting, in this particular team, slightly more bonus from using 3 elementals, and even slightly more bonus on top of that, more bonus from the magma pillar itself, which is giving us slightly more HP and slightly more attack. And yep, that's pretty much everything. That's a full breakdown of all of the extra stats. Of course, there are some extra ones too. Having it mythic and fully leveled to 20 is also giving it slightly higher stats. So if you had a legendary, you'd probably notice a few stat discrepancy as well, even if you had all these still the same. But yeah, that's everywhere where we're having more stats from. There's a lot of various ways within the game to do that. But that's the full breakdown of it. Okay, we'll move that over, and we'll throw in. There should be just instant kill, and there it goes. Yeah, 5-star Kingdom tends to take forever. It's definitely possible to level 10 everything decently easy enough. You could probably do that within your first few months of playing the game, maybe even quicker depending on how active or inactive you are. It could take a little bit longer. But 5-star Kingdom does take quite a bit of time. It does keep getting easier and easier the more troops they keep adding to the game, but still, it's still relatively hard to do. It's more of like a mid-game to late-game objective. Pretty much once you hit 5-star Kingdom, you're definitely a late-game player by that point. But it does take quite a while before you reach that. So, yeah, it just takes some time. Could take months. Could take even just a full year, depending on how casually you play. But it definitely takes a long amount of time, so don't feel bad that you aren't even near there yet. Just try getting 3-star all kingdoms first, because that ends up increasing your tributes by a decent amount. And then just slowly start working up to 5 stars from there. If the Gems of War team employs you somehow, tell them to stop being such cheapskates. No, they would never do something like that. If it was, it would be more so just for making like video content of some kind and maybe doing specific requests for them as far as videos. Because they really want me covering like early game stuff, which I should probably be covering some more things on, especially since Amazon just got the expansion, or you know, it was released on Amazon, so a lot of newer players came to the game as of recently as well. So yeah, and I haven't really done any videos specifically on that other than like maybe the pet battle thing. But should probably get on to a few more of those. But yeah, they wouldn't hire me for like anything like internally for the most part. They'd still be telling me some internal information, and they've been talking about some of the details on that. And I would need to sign a non-disclosure for that, because I'm actually going to know some of the patches before they come out. Of course, in a game like this, that's not really going to matter much. It's something like an MMO or some kind of other genre of game that would actually make a pretty big impact. But they will be asking for my feedback some more on some things and stuff like that. I don't know how big of an impact it will really be. Probably not that much, but it's still in the discussion phases at the moment, so we'll see how that pans out over the next month or so. What do you think, or what do you think? I'm pretty sure you mean you. What do you think will happen if 3 times Kingdom bonus ever kicks in? It's going to cause a gigantic discrepancy between end game players and late game. That is the biggest thing that it'll really do. Because currently end game and late game look exactly the same, even though there is quite a bit of a gap between the two. End game players basically own everything. Late game players are around about 5-star all kingdom, but they don't necessarily own like all the mythics. They might only own like a few of them. And of course they don't have all the completion stuff. They might not have maxed out resources for everything. They probably aren't necessarily at a point where they have more resources than they know what to do with. They have a lot of resources, but not like ridiculous amounts. And there's not too big of a difference, but it will become more evident once 10-star kingdoms get released. But that's going to be a while from now. It's also going to start to cause some additional unbalance in in PvP specifically. But it is going to make things like every game mode in the game easier. It's going to make Explore even quicker. It's going to make EXP farming quicker, like basically everything within the game quicker. It'll also start making invasions and dungeons easier, or invasions and rage, I should say, since we'll end up having higher stats for both of them. And of course the enemy will still be the exact same. But yeah, we'll see how it pans out. We're still a while away from that, though. The first 10-star kingdom is likely not until, like, the sometime at the end of this year or early next year will probably be the first 10-star kingdom. And even once they start adding 10-star kingdoms, it's going to be a while before most kingdoms even reach 10-star. They could release the first 10-star kingdom, and probably several months later, we only have like 3 to 5 10-star kingdoms. It's going to be a really slow process before they really get a lot of them in there. We'll go do that. Also, every single new kingdom that ever comes into the game will take forever to get to 10-star as well. Because most kingdoms have been coming in with only like 8 to 9 troops. Unless they start bringing them in with like 12 or something, it's going to take forever for them to eventually reach 10-star. Because I believe a kingdom needs 22 or 24 troops or something ridiculous for 10-star. Let me see. What's the current kingdom with the highest amount of troops? I believe it's Golvania? I actually don't remember off the top of my head. Does anyone recall what that is? Kingdom with the most amount of troops right now. We can see in this one there is 16, 17 currently. So maybe 20 for... okay, maybe it's 20 troops on the dot for max then. Let me see what other kingdom has a lot. 9-star, 9-star, Stormheim. Kazeel has a lot. Yeah, 20 troops is needed. Yeah, that makes sense. Let's see, how many is Kazeel up to? What's the most troops in any kingdom? Does anyone know off the top of their head? Oh, it's Kazeel with 18. Oh, really? But that counts the mythic, though. Really? Oh, what am I doing? Kazeel. Oh, wait, never mind. Kazeel, not Karkaroff. I don't know why I thought you said Karkaroff. Wait, this kingdom doesn't have 18? Yeah, 17. Unless you're counting Evolved Gorgolfa, but that's not obtainable. Am I missing something here? I'm not missing any troops. Actually, I am missing one. I'm missing Zugoth, but... yeah, this kingdom only has 17, not 18. It's the same as Golvania. But yeah, I believe 17 is the highest any kingdom has. It's either 17 or 18. Yeah, 20 would make sense for needing it. Yeah, there's still... no kingdom is even close to 20 then. But then again, I guess anything that's at 17 or 18, there could technically be one event away. But they're probably 2 events away. In most situations. Because most events will only add 2 troops to a kingdom. And that wouldn't be enough to bring them over unless something does currently have 18. But yeah, we're still a decent amount of time away before we ever really need to start worrying about that. Though all my resources are ready. They are ready to be thrown at it. So if you get any inputs, get them to buff Rhinax for you, okay? Actually, there's a lot of troops. I don't know if I would actually be able to, like, convince them to go and just do a entire rebalance overhaul of, like, every useless dead content troop in the game. But I so want to see a patch where one of the biggest features is they just rebalance every piece of dead content in this game. Not just troops themselves, but also slightly more to game modes as well. But mainly to troops. Like, just a complete overhaul of every useless troop in the game. I'm not saying that every single one of them needs to be useful, but at least to some degree that 90% of them are not useless in most situations. Because only about 20% or so of the troops in the game are really used. The other 80% are either so situational that they're basically never used, or so bad compared to better options that there's no point in using them. Alright, we're going to move that one down. Get our WAN in there. Oh, Stormheim, not KZL. Let me go check Stormheim then. Oh wow, that's really close then. That means it's one of Stormheim event away from becoming a 10-star. I believe it's an HP. I believe it's an HP kingdom too. But yeah, Stormheim troops. Stormheim, and yes, you are correct. 18. Very nice. Wow. Yep, there is a lot, and it's only one event away. I never even realized the kingdom has so many because it has so many dead content. Let's see. It has 1, 2, technically 3. He's one of those situational ones where he's bad in most situations, but there's some really niche instances where he's not horrible. But I still ignore him though. And I guess the virus is good early on in the game, but because he's epic rarity, the time when people actually need him, no one really owns him. because he's too high of a rarity. They should have made him like ultra rare or something. But anyways, Valkyrie, Snowy Owl, Penguin situationally, Northern Brother situationally. Northrender, Yarrow situationally, and Hyndla. So from this kingdom, the only 3 that are really like high up there are Hyndla, Snow Owl, and Valkyrie. Out of this entire kingdom of 18 troops, there's about 3 of them that are commonly used. There are some side ones of support though. There's Yarrow Firemantle, Penguin, Northrender. All 3 of those are occasionally used. And other than that, the only ones that would ever really even be used in any other context is super ultra occasionally Skyrim. Skirmer. I always call him Skyrim. It's close enough. And Jotnar Storm Shield, ever so situationally. But, yeah, that's about it. And of course, this guy sometimes gets used in Bounty Hunter. And yeah, everything else is pretty much useless. Fire Giant does have its occasional use, but it's at least unique enough that he wouldn't really ever need to be rebalanced. But still, he's in a state where, unless you're like a really early game player, you would never actually bother using him. But of course, some stuff is supposed to stay that way. Not everything's supposed to work in a late game. But some of these are just pure useless, like Urska Wanderer, Keghammer, this Ice Rife, and anything other than Bounty Hunter. Ice Witch, because she was actually added all the way back like 3 years ago, a little over 3 years ago. She's really dated. Frost Giant's still useless other than Arena. And Dwarven Slayer is the most misplaced thing ever. They actually upgraded Berserker in the most recent patch. It's still not really that worth it though. But they did give it a boost ratio based on his his missing life. So let's say he's missing 50 life, that would be 25 additional damage. And that would be static, so even though he hits a random amount of damage, that would be 25 extra. But still, it's basically the same issue that that Hydra has, where having a lower HP is too high of a liability, and you wouldn't really ever do it. But yeah, he's pretty useless, other than early game. And even then, it's probably still not worth it. Like, we'll throw a Firebomb down. Get that in there. Okay, we'll take the greens over. Take the reds over. Get Sunbird. And dead. There'll be 2 more in 15 weeks? Oh no! The first 10-star in 15 weeks! What is that then? That's September, right? Yeah, that's September. We'll see our first 10-star then. That's about when I said it would be. I didn't actually realize it would be that soon, though. I was expecting more towards November or December. But, yeah, early to mid-September, if that is the case. If it doesn't change at all by then. That would be the first 10-star kingdom. It is an HP kingdom, which is good and bad. Of course, magic or attack would probably be better in most situations. But one nice thing about a HP 10-star kingdom would be Sunbird would end up getting 1 whole additional damage, which definitely starts adding up. Especially if they keep adding more and more HP kingdoms. Let's see. Yeah, they should have had me as a tester for Drakzoom. They did say that they might eventually make like a little server thing for that. They do have beta servers that some people do test, including myself on ever so occasion. But they never let us test new content. It's always like just checking the patch to kind of see, hey, is this functioning correctly and all that. They never go and like, hey, here's a new troop we're planning on implementing. Balance it for us. Or give us ideas or something like that for it. They never end up doing anything like that, which they really should start to eventually. Because they do end up making some really unbalanced stuff sometimes. Either in the underpowered direction or the overpowered direction. And because they keep doing the overpowered ones and then never bother nerfing them or doing anything with them, and normally just add counters, it keeps just power creeping everything constantly, which makes all the older content just dead. And then they never bother buffing the older content normally. Did you see the vault pet called the Not So Golden Goose? No, I have not. It's under the pet spoilers though, isn't it? Let me see. The Not So Golden Goose. Is that its actual name? The Not So Golden Goose? Let me control find it. Let's see. Golden. Yeah, the Not So Golden Goose. That is legitimately a pet. Interesting. And it's the vault pet for the Vault Kingdom. Vault Kingdom, by the way. I wonder if there's a Vault Kingdom coming. But yeah, for the Vault Kingdom. And it looks just like a goose, except golden. Well, it's not actually golden. It's white with golden accents on it. Yeah, it just looks like a goose, pretty much. Almost looks more like a swan-goose mix. But yeah, it's a goose. The most interesting pet that's coming in is probably, I don't know, it depends actually what you would concern as interesting. I don't know, let's see, which one is the best looking, oh yeah, there's still the meme pet. They need to release this. And I want to see how many memes end up getting created when this actually gets launched. Wait, do I have this saved on my desktop yet? Well, if not, we're about to. I believe I showed this before, but it's I can't not show it again. This needs to be like a new meme. Well, it already kind of is a meme on the forum slightly, but it needs to blow up when this when it actually gets launched because it is so hilarious. See what I mean in a second. It's the llama guy, if you guys already saw it. Wait. Image. Where is it? Image. Where's my overlay? Image 2. Sure, we'll go put it over top of that. Browse. Pets. I want this pet so badly. I think I might actually put it on my shoulder. I don't know if it will replace my dragons, but if anything is ever going to try replacing a dragon on my shoulder, or a bird, it is probably going to be this guy. Here we go. Now that is a pet. But yeah, that thing is, that I don't even. It's great. It's perfect. I need it so badly. I need that so badly. Anyways, what does that pet actually do? It is for a, oh, it's actually cosmetic. It's kind of interesting because the cosmetic pets actually look pretty nice. The ones that are specifically cosmetic, which I guess would kind of make sense to actually make the morph going for. But yeah, most of the cosmetic pets like look really cool visually. Hey, we got Arcane, nice. Though currently no cosmetic pets have been added to the game. All of them currently do something. Let's see. Best pet ever. It's definitely an interesting one. Yeah, leave him there for the rest of the stream? I could go put him somewhere, sure. We'll go put him next to us. I can't leave him that big there, but we'll go and move him over here. Oops, let me go shift so it stays in proportion. There we go. We'll leave him there for the rest of the stream. Oh, that's great. Anyways. Let's finish out these. And we'll give out a vault key when we find a gnome or in the next half an hour or so. I mean, when we find a vault key, I mean. Okay. Let's go and throw the firebomb down. What's with this lag? I might need to go restart the game real quick. It's being really laggy. It's been doing that for the last like 15 to 30 minutes too, but it's starting to get really bad now. I'll go take that over. Take a red. Take another red. Get a sunbird down. Hey, he kind of looks like... How does he look like me? That doesn't look like me at all. Okay, let me restart the game real quick. Oh, wait, did I finish out the penguin? Oh, wait. Oh, no, the penguin's about to expire. Let me go double check. I think I did. Pretty sure I did. I always think I didn't every single time when I'm playing. Hello, gamer Prus Sempere. Welcome. Yeah, it's a llama. It's a really, really, really long-necked llama with gigantic eyes. Okay, anyways. Pets. 6 minutes remaining. Yeah, we did it already. Anyways. Let's keep grinding it out. How many green purples are we up to now? That's not where you check for that. Hero, inventory. How many are we up to? 172. I believe that's more than the amount of the other traits done we had. Never mind, they're both 172. So which one do we go for? They're both the exact same amount. I guess we'll just keep with the same kingdom we've been doing. So let's go back to Bright Forest. Oh yeah, it does kind of look a bit more like an alpaca than a llama. I didn't think about that. It's a giraffe llama. But yeah, it does kind of look more like a giraffe alpaca mix, doesn't it? Than a llama. You should all call it Tacet when it comes out. No. There was one of them that, what's her name, wanted everyone to call her, though. I believe the crab that's coming out or something? I forget actually what it was already. That's a fail. But I believe it was some crab that's coming in that she wants, Syrup wants named after her. I'm probably going to name my short long Syrup, because she likes that one as well. And I still haven't named my short long anything. And down it goes. At Tacet Paka. Oh yeah, it was Spiderling. Yeah, that was the one. The Spiderling. That would be it. Also, let me go bring up one of the other pets. We could start doing that. Just put like a random pet there every single time. Though that would be spoiling a lot though if I did that every single time. Let's see. What's the other really interesting ones? We have a literal sword. They're starting to go down the Pokemon route and they're just starting to create objects now. That one's for Guardians, actually. Oh, a Guardian bonus. 3 times Guardian. Getting the full bonus would be kind of cool. When is International Dog Day, by the way? Does anyone know when International Dog Day is? Let me go Google that. Because there's actually a cool cosmetic pet that's coming in for it. Spoilers, by the way. International Dog Day. August 26th. That is a while from now. But we're getting a cute-looking dog during that. Let me go bring that up. Let's see, cute-looking dog. I'm running out of room on my desktop. Let's see. Cute-looking dog, where are you? There it is. Open this. Save it. Save image as. It's a war corgi, is what it's called. And let me go put that into the thing. Replace the alpaca. And where to go? Redeem code. Image. I was literally just on it. Where did it go? I really need to clean up this interface. I know it looks kind of neat on the stream, but behind the scene, it is the most messiest thing you've ever seen. Let's see. It still has like all my old interface. It has like 3 different interfaces on top of each other. There we go. War Corgi. Wow, that's a gigantic troop. But there we go. War Corgi. I don't know where to put him. There's no room for him. There we go. War Corgi. There we go. Cute little War Corgi. We don't even have a dog pet yet, do we? We have a cat pet, but we don't have a dog. The International Dog Day, we're getting a dog. I don't know if it's going to be free or if it's just coming in through the event thingy, but we are getting a dog. I think we would get it for free without having to do the event itself. Because it's a cosmetic pet. I assume they would just kind of give them out for free. Especially since it's the only one based on a... based on an event. Or at least it's currently the only one marked with an event. Though there's one that looks like it's coming out next Valentine's Day. Because it's like a little Cupid thing. The human buff pet is a mannequin. The human buff pet is just a little mannequin looking figure. It's not even an actual human. As weirdly as that may seem. It's just like a little mannequin. Okay, let's go and kill out the treasure gnome. Hopefully he has a vault key in him. And we'll go take the blue over. Grab a Rowan at it. Oops, wait. He just drained my mana. No! I needed that mana. Oh, there we go. Full mana. Right back. And come on, Volkey. 2 diamonds. That is about the exact opposite of what a Volkey is. That's pretty much his worst drop. Oh, there we go. Back-to-back gnomes. Well, that makes up for it some. Do you have the drop we want? By the way, 0 vault keys today. In 2 hours of farming. The other worst drop, at least we got that awkward moment when the trait stone you get is better than the actual gnome drop. Alright, we'll go throw a firebomb in there. Get that over. And dead. War Corgi, the stuff of nightmares. Actually, that reminds me, which one looks the scariest out of all the pets? Wait, let me go pet exploring again. What is the scariest pet that's going to be introduced to the game? There's another dragon coming. The one for Groshnock is actually going to be dragon. Oh yeah, Valinity is a cosmetic pet, so the one that they're giving out for Valentine's is going to be for Valentine's, basically. I believe every cosmetic pet they're just giving to everyone for free every single time. I'm not sure for sure if that is the case. Would really hate if they had like a pet week. It's like, hey, we're having a new pet this week, and it does nothing. Let's see. Oh, there's a cute muck-looking one. That doesn't look scary though. They all look too cute. None of them actually look scary. Yeah, never mind. There's not really any scary ones. That was a cool-looking wolf coming in, and a little Cerberus. There's an ice cube. Oh, I found the slightly scariest one, though it's not really that scary. It's the one for undead bonus. But, it's like a fiery skull. It actually looks kind of cool. About the closest thing we have to a scary-looking pet. Yeah, there's no scary-looking pets. Oh, yeah, I still want that Dawnbird Phoenix so badly. It's gonna be for Suncrest bonus. No clue when they're gonna release it, but it looks pretty cool. Also, there's one of these scorpion things that looks like something from Digimon. That one's not scorpion, cactus. Looks like some kind of cactus thing from Digimon. Also, one of the pets is literally just a vial with like a beetle in it. Anyways, let me go do this one. It's about the scariest looking pet there is, and it doesn't barely even look that scary, but it's about as close as we're gonna get. Let's see. Where is it? Image. Replace this with the War Corgi. Sorry, War Corgi, you're being replaced. And, where is it? Where'd the skull go? There it is. And there it is. Yeah, that's the scariest looking pet. Which isn't saying much, but it's for the undead bonus. There, I'll replace my head with it. There we go. We're now talking skeleton head. Oh, wait, you can actually kind of see my mouth moving through the thing. There we go. We'll be the mouth of the skull right there. This is our new skull that we're going to be fashioning. Wait. There we go. It doesn't fit that well. There we go. That's our new head for now. Our new undead head of a flaming skull. I'll keep it like that for a little bit. There we go. Oh yeah, the ice cube looks pretty cute. That is the most adorable ice cube I've ever seen. Though then again, whenever you ever really seen an adorable ice cube, it doesn't have much competition, but if it did, it'd be pretty high up there. Okay, we'll go and take the purple. Go throw a sunbird down. Ghost Rider. Oh yeah, it does kind of look like Ghost Rider. I thought he was red though. He had like the standard generic flames, not like the really hot blue flames. Anyways, let me go move this off my head. Let's move the head off our head. I'll go move that over, get a sunbird down, and go move that. Oops, don't move that. Move the image. There it is. There we go. And let's move that to the side. The flaming skull to the side. Okay, anyways. Looks like a pet you have in Diablo 3. I don't know any of the Diablo 3 pets, so I wouldn't know. But probably. That would make sense. Copyright infringement. Oh, there was a lot of jokes about that for something that's happening to Old School RuneScape soon. One of the bosses looks like, oh, what's her name? What is the antagonist from The Little Mermaid called? But there's something coming to Old School RuneScape that pretty much looks like the Disney's antagonist of The Little Mermaid. That octopus-looking thing, the purple one with the white skin or whatever it was. It looks pretty much just like that. Except it's not actually an octopus, it's a vampire, but it still has like the same body set, same kind of like visual facing. Almost looks like it has the exact same face of her in a way. In lower graphics though, of course. Yeah, Ursula. It looks pretty much just like her. Except if she wasn't an octopus. If she became a human again, it's basically looks like what she would be like if she became a human. Let's see. Well, we'll go take a red. Throw a sunbird down. Salty. Oh, they follow your character and pick up gold. That would be very useful in any game. Automatically being able to pick up gold. That's something that's always really annoying, is when there's always like those really small drops that are like, okay, I want this because I don't want to just leave it there, but it's going to take up too much inventory space or some kind of other factor that's like, I don't really feel like picking it up. I always hate that so much. Because I always feel the need to pick up literally every drop I see, anything ever drop. I get really paranoid about that in MMOs and other similar games. Like, every single item I see within sights, I must pick it up. There's actually one thing I did like about Stardew Valley, is the way that things stack and the amount of inventory it has with how many items are in the game. You generally are capable of picking up literally everything you see. And I like that, because I must pick up every single thing I see. Unless it's just absolutely useless, but, you know. If it's even remotely useful, I just feel the necessity to pick it up. She was actually modeled based on a real-life drag queen? I did not know that. Interesting. Because I am frugal? Oh, I am ridiculously frugal. You don't even know the half of it. I am extremely frugal. Okay, we'll go and throw down the firebomb. Get the Rowan in there. Okay, if we don't get it in the next 10 minutes, I think we're just going to go and hand out the code. Actually, at this point, we might as well just hand out the code when we find the next treasure gnome. Because I don't believe we're getting a vault key today. We used up all of our luck yesterday, unfortunately. We have depleted our luck down to 0. Okay, move that. Move that. Don't have anything to do there. Throw a firebomb down. Get a sunbird. Oh, do I usually stream at this time on Saturdays? Yes, I stream every single day, or I stream every single Friday and Saturday at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for a few hours. We do that every Friday, Saturday. And we stream at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which is 7.5 hours from now, every single day. But yeah, as far as Fridays and Saturdays, we always stream around this time. Gems of War, for about 3 hours or so. Sometimes a bit longer, but normally more towards 3 hours. Okay, we'll throw a sunbird in there, and let's match. If anyone still has any other questions or anything you want me to go over, let me know, and we'll make sure to do so. Get a Rowan in there. And there we go. Come on, treasure gnomes. We know you're in there. Going about, what now, 20 battles, I think, without one? Advertising global chat before the code. There are more people now. Sure, I guess we'll go advertising global chat. Might as well. We'll go say hi to them. Let's go get that in there. And we'll go say hi to global chat. Let's see. Hello, everyone. I am streaming Gems of War on YouTube at Tacet. What are you doing, Techie? If anyone is interested, We'll have a redeem code soon. There we go. Anyways, where were we? Go back to farming up the treasure gnomes, and we'll give out the next redeem code when we find a thing. Also, I should probably go replace that back with alpaca. The little skull that's next to us. We'll go replace it with the alpaca pet. Where else? Where's the alpaca? It's the funniest one, so we must do it. There we go. Wait, wait, wait. He's all the way to his side. He's hiding from us. Oh, he's not big enough. Gotta make him bigger. There we go. Wait, no, he's too big. Wait, wait, wait. Oh, I love that thing. Alpaca stares at you when you sleep. He can see deep into your soul. See, now that one is actually the scariest pet, not the skull. That's actually the scariest pet right there, is the alpaca. Alright, we'll go take the red right there. Take the other red. Get a sunbird down. Did you comment on maybe using Totem Guardian for 4th slot and Invasion? No. Wait, does that have barrier? Oh wait, I forgot. Doesn't it have barrier? Does it barrier war gears? I mean, does it? Wow. Does it bear war gears? Does it barrier war gears? I forgot. That might actually be one aspect that might be worth using. I was considering it, but the problem is the lack of things using green on the team. I'd prefer using a green mana generator into a skull, or not skull spammer, but into something that does damage, not necessarily into the totem. But yeah, doesn't it do barrier? I'm pretty sure it does. In most situations, it's useless, but it gives all allied war gears barrier, which in this one context, since we're forced to have to use war gears, is not horrible. And then in the context of invasion, that will keep you alive. I don't know, maybe we can press enough damage with it. So that means the team would end up being, if that is the case, if we are going to roll with it, the team is going to be the invasion troop, followed by Mang, followed by the mana generator, followed by this thing, is most likely going to be the team. And then we just keep spamming this to get our barriers to make sure stuff doesn't die. And then we keep using this to mana generate as well. And then we just keep spamming Mang in the other troop. I guess it's worth a shot. Yeah, well, we'll see what happens with it. Hello, Anizaki. But yeah, that means basically the team will end up being the, what I just said, Invasion Troop, Mang, using some kind of hero class. I'm not sure I'll be using the Beast hero class, just because we wouldn't start with half mana. Probably wouldn't be as good. Followed by the new mana generator that's coming in through Glory next week. And then ended with this troop, the Totem Guardian. So that's probably going to be the strategy then. I might tweak it some, but that's probably what I'll initially be using. And then just going from there. Because, of course, what you initially pick could end up easily changing as you adapt to the later battles. I always like trying to revamp it, too, as well, as the week progresses. Just to not use the same thing the entire time. Though sometimes you kind of have to, just due to lack of options. You just got a 4-time Skull Cascade in Raid, and it killed your troop due to Reflect. Yeah, I've had that happen many times already. It is very annoying. There's 25% Skull Reflex. Okay, we'll go and I'll just take that down. And just do the last little bit of 1 damage. Only 1 HP, but still. There we go. But yeah, next treasure gnome we find, we shall give out a redeem code. Problem is, we need to find one. Figures we'd go on another dry streak. It shouldn't take too long. It is a gnome event after all. And we're doing Explore, which is about the highest rate you could even get for them. The only thing that might be slightly higher is doing challenges. But it's pretty much the same speed, and due to the lack of repeat bind, it could even be slower in some instances. It's a lot more consistent than doing these, because you never have annoying revives or anything like that. You always know exactly what it is each time. Problem is, it's a lot more click intensive. Not that this is, actually, not that this isn't, but the other version is way, way more click intensive, because you need a lot of precise clicks to get through all the screens quickly, which makes it really annoying. I still don't understand why they didn't add a repeat button to challenges. Doesn't really make much sense. Hopefully they will next patch or something. But yeah, if we wanted to do it the other way around, you'd have to go, let's say we wanted to go do, like, let's say first challenge of Indian Fields. You'd have to go here, challenges, click, click. Oops. Yeah, there's too many precise clicks. So we have to do 1, 2, 3, the wrong one. Let's see. 1, 2, nope. I'm bad at this. I need like screen markers or something. Let's see. 1, 2, oh, wrong one. Boom, boom. Nope, I'll get it right eventually. Boom, 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 boom. That's what you need to do every single time. You gotta get every single one of those clicks correctly every single time for it to be worth it. Which is just way too many clicks compared to just clicking a single repeat button with a double click. Also, it doesn't necessarily even go quicker. It just guarantees you that you have the same thing each time. But yeah, it doesn't have a repeat button, so you have to do that every single time and do that. Oops, I misclicked. But yeah, that's why it's not worth doing. If they had a repeat button, challenges would actually probably be the best thing to do. You'd get less trade stones and stuff and less gold. But if you were interested just in getting as many gnomes as possible, it would be ever so slightly quicker than Explore. Because you could consistently maintain a 4 win per minute if it had a repeat. Oh, we got another Rocky. I was just mentioning earlier how we only ever gotten one. Some people in my guild might still need this too, so that's actually really nice because we only ever got it once, so it's very likely that people in my guild have missed it. So sweet, that'll help us for next Brown Guild War Day. Well, let's give out a redeem code to that. That's not a treasure gnome, but still close enough. It's kind of like a treasure gnome. So yeah, let's go give out a redeem code, go to the pet, and go from there. Also, thank you, Leonardo, for the subscribe. Much appreciated. Okay, so let's hand out the code. Just give some free resources, and let's go claim our pet. So that's actually a pretty nice one. I don't think we're going to get enough copies to upgrade it, but still, at least my guild will benefit from it, since probably a few of them still need it, due to it only coming to us once. So let me just go do this code. Hopefully someone on the Discord is mentioning that. If anyone's here from my guild, make sure to mention it on the Discord, so that everyone knows. Actually, I should probably mention it in my chat, too. Rocky is currently up for anyone that doesn't have it. We only got it once prior to this, so pretty sure a few people are still missing it. There we go. Okay, let's go and hand out the redeem code and go from there. So put that there, make sure it works. Put that there. Put in that. I'm not a robot. Click redeem. And success! Okay, so the code does indeed work. Let me go put that below me and go from there. Let's see. Oh no, it blocks it. I was gonna move it. I was gonna move it down so it's looking at the redeem code, but that won't work. That's a Palka pet, by the way. This thing over here that's coming eventually. I have no clue when it's coming, but I find that to be amazing. Those eyes with that neck. Best pet in game. Well, once it gets added. Anyways, what am I looking for? I'm looking for the redeem code area. So put that right there. And there we go. And let's go center that a bit. And boom, there we are. Kind of centered. It doesn't have a proper center button, but that's good enough. You guys can still read it. There we go. Let's go and copy paste that into chat. Use it on gemsofwar.com underneath the game code section. You can only use it on the PC, mobile, and Amazon version of the game. The 2 console versions do not work. Your invite code can be found underneath your options menu anywhere. So that little cog button. Whatever your invite code says right there is what you put in. Do not put mine. Just put in whatever your game says there. And the redeem code is the one that says redeem code down there, as well as the one that I just posted in the chat. And it gives the same reward as always. 2 treasure maps, 1 gem key, 200 souls, and 2,500 gold. And we'll have some more during some of our later streams and stuff like that throughout the week. And I guess we'll just use the 1 gem key. I don't think I used the one from earlier. So we got Bone Naga. And what do we get from the one earlier? Water Runic. Both kind of useless. Though then again, Bone Naga is being really annoying in raids this week because of the 25% skull reflect. Though in most other contexts, it's pretty much useless. That reminds me, how far are we in raids right now? We're almost there. We're at 54,000 out of 180,000. So we should definitely have that by tomorrow. Especially once some of the people that haven't done their stuff should hopefully be getting around to that. And then we'll end up hitting it. But yeah, we're almost there. And then we'll get our nice little major orb. Anyways, let's go do the Rocky pet that we just ended up getting. Thanks to whoever got that from my guild. And apparently we're up against a bunch of goblins. So we're just going to be running 4 types Gomp Trapper. It's the easiest way to deal with these, if you happen to have it. Of course, you need to have them fully traded. Well, I guess it's not required, but it's definitely helpful. And there we go. Easy enough. On to the next one. I always make sure to go for the summoner first, the brown-green guy, that one legend. Just because he tends to be the most annoying. There we go, and now we just have to kill the last one out. I was hoping we could try to get a skull there. Oops, I should have taken the yellow into the brown. We could have had full mana by now. Come on, move. We'll try taking the skull, didn't get it. There we go, and dead. There we are. On to the next one. Please click. Misclick 3 times in a row. Yeah, no problem for the code, everyone. Enjoy. Go move that over. Take the purple. So yeah, soon, probably in another few weeks, because I'm still talking out with Salty. But I should be able to get it to the point where I can give out a code pretty much every single day. Currently, that's not exactly how I hand out codes, but we are eventually going to be heading to, like, basically a 1 a day, every single day kind of thing. Also trying to convince her to do it for literally every stream I do. Though that would increase it to, like, if it was to do that, that would increase it to 9 per week. And I don't know if she'd be able to do that. But I'm still asking her about that. Because it would be quite beneficial to have it literally every stream. So she hands out every single stream. She sometimes hands out multiple, but that's mainly because she doesn't really stream that often. She streams currently once a week, so not counting if they do a Q&A or something, which they actually do have this week. Tomorrow, they're doing a QA tomorrow night, 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's on the forum if you wanted to go and post questions that they could answer and stuff like that. They're not doing it based on the ones that get the most upvotes either. So as long as you get the question to them, like in the next, by the end of the day, there's a possibility that would get in, because they're not doing it based on upvotes anymore. They're basically just doing it on its relevancy. They are mainly just doing it on 3.4 and pets, though, specifically, the Q&A. So if you had any questions about any of them, either mechanic-wise, feature-wise, changes for them to make, anything like that, that's basically what the Q&A will be addressing. And I'll make sure to go over it on Monday, whatever they do mention in that. And now we just need to get the last little kill. Just need to do it with a skull. Of course, that was cascade that way. Or we could just do it with try to get a devour, though it's a lot easier just to skull it down, especially when we get the doom skulls for even more damage. And that gets doubled as well off our 2x trait, so it's pretty nice. That's 20 additional damage from just 2 doom skulls, because we get that double on it. So I'm not going to bother for that skull. I'm just going to try for the devour. Ah, I didn't get it. Of course, you can repick if you don't get a devour on your first 2. During the later battles, it does make it go quicker. These initial battles, you don't really need to worry about it too much, though. But it's still helpful to do. It's just not as worth it on these earlier battles, since they're already relatively quick, even without the devour. Why did I do that to try to get a yellow when we had a 100% chance of it? Did he seriously just die to burn? Really? Right before I had the ability to. Oh, well. I'll go try getting a hit on there. 4 HP. What? Oh, I should have just done it on the other one. Because that kind of wasted that entire ability we just did. Well, now we'll overkill it. And, of course, now we get the devour. But that's still good, because now our skull, I believe, one-shots him. Oh, no, never mind. That's not even enough to one-shot. We'll still need one follow-up afterwards. Yeah, we'll take a brown. Just need to find a skull and one more hit of any kind. So we'll take the skull, and... Oh, wait, never mind. Wait, how was that enough? Okay, I looked at his HP wrong, I guess. You wanted to know why they went for a cleaner, artless interface? I'm not quite sure. Their reasoning behind that was mainly they wanted to modernize the game a bit more. That's the reason that they've kind of given in the past, is they wanted to modernize the game. Modernize the game. But that, I believe, is their official response to that. So I don't know if they would actually go and bother answering that, because they haven't kind of addressed that in the past, in a way. But, yeah, modernizing the game is basically their response to that. Let's see. I don't know. They got rid of their old art style just to do that, which seemed really odd. They changed visuals a lot in the game, but it was never as drastic as when they went with that full-blown minimalistic that they changed into. I've kind of gotten used to it at this point, but still, it's nothing compared to what it was before. It was really stylized before and was kind of unique to the game, but now it's just really generic looking. Of course, newer players that are coming in wouldn't really notice any difference at all. They'll probably be perfectly fine with it, but it's, of course, anyone who's been around for a while, definitely, the previous interfaces were better. Okay, we'll go for the Devour here, hopefully. There we go, perfect. And down it goes. And then the final two battle. And these are worth repicking on the final two battles. If you don't get Devour on your one of your first two troops, then just repick the battle. That over, move that over. Because it's not worth playing it out. Okay, we're probably gonna have to repick. Yep, repick. It's a lot quicker just to restart than it is to not get a Devour on one of them. And since you have infinite tries, it doesn't matter that you do this. Just keep doing it until you get Devour. There we go, that's exactly what we need. Perfect. Oh, I should have done that on first law. He actually has Agile. Hopefully he doesn't dodge us when we take a skull. Or we'll just Devour everything at 100% chance. Oh, we almost got it. We almost got 4 Devours in a row. I have done that before. It's very rare. 4 50% in a row. Let's go do this battle and just repick if we don't get Devour. So we go for Nobbin Brothers. That's not a Devourer. That is, so we'll just play it out. Should be fine. Nice. Take that yellow. Please Devour. Ah, come on. The one that we really needed to Devour didn't get it. But we could just let him die out to another skull and then kill it out with one skull that way. Oh, come on. It didn't get Devour again. Maybe he'll get a Devour yet. We'll get one for him. Let's see. We need the last little bit of his mana. No worries I could really take it yet, so we'll just drop it. He does attack buff. That's a lot of attack. Wow. But we'll go kill that out. Thank you for the attack. Oh, we didn't get to steal it. No. We'll go for skull. Actually, I probably should just let it kill it. At that point, I shouldn't have even taken that skull. That was a mistake. Not that big a deal, but it does waste a little bit of time. Not like we're going to lose the battle. Though then again, if we got truly unlucky, he technically could kill us with 165 attack. Okay, so him killing that's actually what we needed to have happen. Now we just need to find 2 skulls. And actually, the first skull won't even kill that. We'll need a little bit more damage. Oops, I just fed it a skull. It's not too big a deal, though. It doesn't have any buff. But we'll get the kill, get our Devour. Now that's enough damage to kill it for sure. And all we have to do now is actually find a skull to go do it with. Taking the green there just because it's going to explode all the greens. I don't want it doing as much. And a smash. And extreme overkill. And there we go. Come on, 5 Rocky Pets. 1, of course. That's to be expected, but oh well. Wow, those are some really bad drops. Only 2 brown pet food, a lot of whites, and a bunch of garnets, which are useless pretty much. But at least we got another copy of Rocky, and my guild at least has the chance of getting it as well. And that was actually the second Rocky we ever gotten, and meaning we only had 1 Rocky prior, which means a good majority of my guild probably missed it the first time around, so that'll be the first time they're getting it. Hopefully, it's also in the middle of the day, so they should hopefully be around unless they're working. Though it is a Saturday, so most people probably wouldn't be. Though some people do work every single day. Let's see. They could have tried to adapt the art style. It feels a bit lazy, but you don't know. Well, I think the other thing might be the asset-wise. It could have been really asset-intensive to do their previous setup compared to the current one. Because I know that was an issue somewhat in the past with how they had the filing system within the game, and then they ended up changing it quite a bit when they switched away from Adobe Air to Unity. They ended up trying to lower down the file sizes of everything, because that was a bit of an issue once the game started getting quite a bit bigger, especially with a lot of troops that I was introducing. I don't necessarily think that was that big of an issue, though, or that big of a reason why they really did it, but it could have been one of the things. It's just not as asset intensive to the game. It makes it running a bit smoother and doesn't use as much memory. But I believe that was a really small reason as to why they did it. The whole reason they normally keep giving is just to modernize it. Let's see. It makes you an annoying critic from having Game Design University. That was a good asset to have, at least. Or good skill set, I mean. Okay, well, let's go. And now that we got that pet, I guess we'll just spend the last little bit of time just trying to get another gnome. We still have not gotten a vault key today. And I assume we just won't. Got 6 yesterday, 0 today. That's just how it is, I guess. But yeah, we got way too lucky yesterday. 3 vault keys in a row, 6 in 3 hours. Yeah, 6 in 3 hours. With 3 of them coming in 1 hour. Actually, with 3 of them coming in like 10 minutes. We were just like super ultra lucky. I still have yet to get a vault key from a vault key though. That'd be kind of nice to have, but still haven't had that occur yet either. I'll go throw a sunbird down here. Get that down. Oh wait, we have had Rocky 2 to 3 times? Never mind. Okay, apparently I only found it 1 of those times. Never mind then. Apparently it keeps occurring when I'm not around. Okay, so that's not, okay. Apparently I'm missing a lot more bits than I think. Which makes sense. Obviously I'm not staring at the game 24/7. We'll go throw Sunbird at it. Okay, we'll go move the blue over. Take the red explosion. Move the yellow down. And I guess we'll stick that in there. Get a Rowan and dead. If it'll let me cast. There we go. If anyone still has any other questions or anything you want me to go over, let me know. There's another gnome. Come on, Volky. Oh, good. We killed him directly, so we don't need to worry about him invading. Not like he would have. Volky! We got it! I don't have another code to give out, but I believe the one below is still active when we gave it out like 10 minutes ago. But, yeah, definitely make sure you use that code. But we got our first Volky of the stream. Sweet. It's probably the only Volky of the stream as well, but we finally got it. Let's see what we have. We did the pet already, right? Yeah. Wait, we already just handed one out 16 minutes ago. Hopefully it's still active, but then again, it only has like 300, 400 claims or something. So it might be dead by now, but hopefully it's still active. Anyways, Volky. Let me go use the standard team for this. Or at least what I would consider standard team. Sunbird, Forest Guardian, Ogre, and Firebomb. You can still use what we keep using. Just with a second Firebomb, of course. Replace that with Firebomb. But for late game, it's a lot more consistent doing this. Earlier on in the game, you can still just use the standard team. It won't really make that big a difference. This is a slightly more consistent. Makes very little. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Don't you be doing that. And down it goes. He almost tried taking some reds. 1 Orb of Chaos, nice. 2 diamonds, horrible. 5 gems, okay. And 1 gem key, that's also okay. Too bad that's not a vault key. But 1 Orb of Chaos. Please give me a blue or purple orb and we'll be good. It'll all be worth it. Of course. Why? Every single orb I've gotten from Vault so far has been green or orange. Every single one. 100% of them have been green or orange. We did get blue-purple from raids yesterday, which was really nice. But specifically from Vault so far, green and orange 100% of the time. And we've gotten like 5 or 6 orbs now. I'm glad that we are seeing a lot of orbs from it, though. It's a natural, viable way of farming orbs now, is just finding a bunch of treasure gnomes. Before, the orbs were like almost non-existent on their drop table. Now it almost feels like half their drops, which I am perfectly fine with. I just wish it would actually give us good orbs. Keep getting the horrible ones. Anyways, let's go and, yeah, that's unfortunate. I guess we'll just go for a few more gnomes. Maybe we'll get lucky and find another vault key somehow. But, yeah, that's probably going to be the only vault key to stream. But at least we got one, if nothing else. At least we got one. But yeah, oddly enough, that drop that we got, that orb, was almost the worst drop out of everything. 5 gems is better than it. 1 gem key is better than it. The only thing that was better than was the 2 diamonds. Was the only drop that orb is better than. Because a single green orb is only worth about 500 souls. Somewhere around there. 400, 500. I forget what the highest amount that you can put into. It's the last level on a mythic. I forget how many souls that requires. Is it 1,000? I forget how many it is. Okay, maybe it's a little bit better than that then. I forget how many souls that is, but that's how many souls that thing is basically worth. Maybe I'll start using them, because I really have no need to ever crate them into orbs. I should start doing that every single mythic that ever gets released. I should start using a green orb on its final level. Because that would start saving me a decent amount of souls. But yeah, does anyone know how many souls it costs for the last level on a mythic? I forget what it is off the top of my head. Does anyone have a mythic that's not upgraded? You have no idea what is meta because you just started out. Well, Ranger, yeah, Ranger tends to be a really common early game team, and you are our troop, and you're already running correct. Knight Coronet's early game, Ranger's one of the best early games, and you're running an Alchemist for mana generator, which scales well into late game, plus it's also really decent just for mana generation in general. But yeah, what you're using right now is already pretty much the best thing you could even be using early on in the game. Assuming ultra rare and below. It's one of the strongest ultra rare below teams, so yeah, what you're doing already seems to be fine. Is it 1,000? I'm hearing two different numbers, 1,000 and 1,200. And there's a bunch of gold. But yeah, I might need to start doing that, because that will start saving us a small amount of souls every single month. Even if it is only 1,000, that's 1,000 more souls that we'll get per month for just using an orb that we would never use otherwise. So I think I'm going to start doing that. We'll do that for the next Mythic next Friday. And I'll probably mention that too. I never really thought about doing that, but given that they cost 20... It costs 20 of those green orbs to make a larger major orb, and no one will ever bother doing that, so I might as well be using the smaller ones, because there's no point in not using the smaller ones. I could probably even start using 2 of them every single mythic that gets released. Just make sure not to accidentally use the bigger green orb. That'd be a fail. I probably will start using those 2 eventually, because I have a lot of them, because they keep giving them out every single week during raids and invasions. Well, almost every single week. And I think I have like a dozen of them or so by now. Oh, we'll go take the blue down, throw the firebomb. Oh, it's 1,000. Oh, okay, it is 1,000. Okay, but yeah, that means we would be able to save 1,000 souls every single time a mythic comes out. Probably even more, because we could do the last 2 levels if we wanted to. Which would end up saving us, I don't know, maybe we'll just do 1 each time. We have 18 Orbs of Wisdom, or Orbs of Growth, I mean. But then again, we're going to get about, probably 5 Orbs of Growth per month on average, specifically. Maybe even a little bit more than that. But yeah, we'd be getting a decent amount of them every single month. So you know what? Maybe we will just go and start using like 2 of them every single time a mythic comes out. I think that's going to be the game plan. Do it on the last 2 traits. With that being said, does anyone know the cost of the second to last trait on a mythic? Just so I know the exact number for when I mention it next week. There are some places where I can go for that info, but I figure it'd just be easier asking now. And just remember. I would assume it's 800 or 850. Somewhere around there. One of those 2 numbers, probably. Okay, anyways, let's go and do a little bit more grinding for the gnomes. Hopefully we'll get at least 1 or 2 more. Probably not a vault key, but at least get something good off them. I will throw that down. Okay, Sunbird in there. Take that up. Yeah, we got an arcane. Base mythic is 1,200. 1,000 for legendary base. I never even realized that their last levels were actually that expensive for them. Oh wow. Okay. So yeah, we'd end up saving quite a bit then if we were to go and do the single orb or double orb. Yeah, I'll go look for the actual full data list on that and see the full breakdown that might be worth doing for them. Wow, we just got like back-to-back arcanes or something. Didn't take any time at all to get another one. Which is good, because that's one of the reasons why we're even here, is to get more arcanes. Hey, treasure gnome, there we go. Come on, good loot. Let's see something gigantic, like a vault key. Can you imagine going this entire stream with like only 1 vault key right at the end, and then it's like, vault key, vault key, vault key. 4 gem keys. That's not a vault key, but that's about as best as you can get otherwise. That's his 3rd best drop. Vault keys best. 3 event keys is 2nd best. 4 gem keys, which you just got, is 3rd best. And 20 gems is 4th best. And I forget what it is down from there. I think 1 event key would be next, and then 1 gem key, and then not sure what it goes from there. Maybe like 5 gems, and then a bunch of other resources. Also, some of those could be considered slightly higher because he has like a 50,000 gold drop. So some people might value that higher than 5 gibs and stuff like that. Also has a 3 celestial drop. We'll go grab that down. Get Sunbird. Draculus, TW, Breaker. You mean Ward Breaker? Grim. Which one is best? Ward Breaker. It's definitely Ward Breaker of those 3. Well, Ward Breaker or Grim, actually. Never mind. It's a toss-up between those 2. Definitely not Draculus. But Ward Breaker and Grim. Grim would more so be for Guild War purposes, whereas Ward Breaker would be more so for PvP purposes. Ward Breaker is used in basically every 4x Dragon team that there is, as well as in just other general mana generation team. Also really good, oh, useless souls. It's also really good with the Ward Breaker into a Glitter Claw with Glitter Claw behind it. Because you get a Ward Breaker that feeds Glitter Claw to full mana. You then cast Glitter Claw into alignment to get an extra turn off its convert. And then that green mana that it creates fills your Ward Breaker back to full mana. And then you just keep repeating back and forth between the 2. He didn't even take the brown. Nor did I, but neither of us took the brown. Doomclaw or Wolf Garrick? Doomclaw is generally more useful. The Wolf Garrick might have a purpose when more War Gears come into the game. Though there are 2 new War Gears coming in tomorrow, but neither of those actually make Wolf Garrick useful, unfortunately. And it's going to be a while before more War Gears come into the game. So with that being said, I'd probably say Doomclaw. There's some really niche instances in Guild Wars where it's actually worth throwing a Doomclaw into your team. Very, very rarely. Actually, there's quite a few teams that you could use Guild War related that it runs in, but the problem is it's really random. I tend to only use it if I need immune to Devour last slot against a Kraken. It's about the only time I actually use it in Guild Wars. But you can use it as one of your main Guild War teams if you don't mind the randomness of him. I just wouldn't really advise it, because generally in Guild Wars you want consistency. Forest Guardian is the first slot meat shield. I've done that in the past with some green spam teams, particularly for Green Guild War Day. I never really cared for it personally, though.
Mana surge. Mana surge.
Oh, you mean in this team that I'm using right now? Oh wait, why am I doing this with this? I'm actually using the wrong team at the moment. But yes, if you were using this for standard Explore, you could go and do that. But that's not what I mean to be using right now. What I mean to be using is this team. There we go. And the reason why Sunbird's in front of the Rowan in this case is because, of course, you don't want your Rowan taking any armor damage. Or at least minimalizing its armor damage. Yeah, I forgot to switch it after doing the vault. And there's no point really switching up the order. Hey, another arcane, nice. There's really no point in switching up that order for the vault, just because you're going to win within 1 turn regardless. And down it goes. Faster cast if you use Sunbird at the top, and below that is Firebomb. Yeah, make sure you never put your Firebombs in front. The problem with Firebombs is they will absorb the mana before they die. So, if Firebomb... well, there's not really a good example on this team. But let's say our Sunbird didn't have full mana like it is now, and it was behind the Firebomb, and Firebomb then casts. The red mana would go into the Firebomb that just casts, and then he would die. It doesn't do it in the other order. He accumulates the mana, then destroys itself. He does not destroy himself and then accumulate the mana. So if we had, let's say, this thing used red, and we threw this ability down, ignore that Sunbird is there. Assume there was no Sunbird. But if we go and explode, the red mana would go into this troop. It would not go into this, and then he would die out. I don't know why it's in that order, but it is the order it currently functions in. Same as Bombot. they do their mana generation before they die. Meaning if you use their color behind them, you're most likely not really going to be accumulating that color. You have to make sure whatever the color is in front of it. So in the case of red, we'd want to make sure whatever we're using as our red troop is in front of our firebomb always. There shouldn't be anything behind it, or if there is, there should be at least one red in front. Come on, move. Take the green. There's a lot of really weird interactions. What's also slightly annoying is there are some troops that have the exact same wording on their card that do different things. There's a troop, I forget what it was off the top of my head, but there are some troops that have the exact same wording as Knight Coronet, as far as they hit the first troop and the last troop. But Knight Coronet double taps if there's only one troop remaining. But some of the other troops that have the exact same wording as Knight Coronet only single tap. They only do their hit once against the final troop, whereas Knight Coronet does it twice. It's also one of the reasons why Knight Coronet is pretty good. He's one of the few troops that has a double hit kind of thing, where it can hit the same troop simultaneously. Not to mention both his hits has a boost ratio off it, which is pretty decent. It can do really high single target damage when there's only one troop remaining on the opposing team. Why not go for Orbs of Power for Zugaf? Well, we have used them before, and he's pretty useless. I am eventually getting him, but I have no clue when. Specifically, I'll be going for it, because there's almost a guaranteed chance Zugaf will be required to get 10-star on Karkaroth Kingdom, which gives a +1 magic bonus. And because it's a +1 magic bonus, that's actually a really, really desirable kingdom to go get upgraded. So it might actually be worth eventually crafting a Zugaf just to get 10-star Karkaroth. Because for several months, there's going to be a period where if you want that one additional magic, you will have to have a Zugaf owned, most likely, to be able to do it. Which is quite unfortunate, but that is most likely going to be the case. And we'll probably, and if that is the case, that's probably going to be me crafting him. Is why I haven't really been using any orbs at all, because yeah, it's just much better to. It's probably going to be needed to craft a Zugaf, but I've just been hesitant because it's so much better value just putting it to troops. But if it is indeed required to get one magic, I will be getting a Zugaf, yes. But if it's not, I'm probably just going to skip on him. I honestly don't mind not owning a Zugaf. Eventually we will, but no time soon. Maybe they'll add more ways to get orbs in the future. But we're still a far way away from actually reaching that point. I believe we're currently at like 2 power orbs if we convert everything over. Let's see. We need 4 per power orb, right? Oh wait, never mind. Oh, we actually have a bit more than I thought. I think we have enough to create 3 of them. I think it costs 4 each, if I'm not mistaken. Where's the 3 each? Where's Soulforge? Game, Soulforge. Power Orb. Orb of Power. Okay, it costs 3 each. Oh, okay. I have a little bit more than I thought. I have 4 Power Orbs right now. Never mind. Oh, wait, no, I don't. Wait, I was looking at the wrong one. My bad. I have not even 1 Power Orb right now. My bad. I was looking at the smaller orbs because they're so large for whatever reason in this inventory. I was looking at the wrong ones. Fail. Never mind. Yeah, I have enough to make... let's see. You convert them over 4 for each one. So that is 3 of them. So, yes, I can make almost 2 power orbs is how many I have. I have almost 2 power orbs, which is only 1/4 the way there since their release, which is not that far. We are miles away from actually being able to reach it. We're not even 1/4 the way there. I'm pretty sure by the end of this year, we wouldn't even be there yet to be able to make a Zugaf. But yeah, it's not really a high priority of mine whatsoever. Not even remotely. But yeah, it's the only thing I don't own at the moment. As well as a good majority of players, if not even all of them. Might just be even literally everyone. Still not sure if there's been a legitimate Zugaf yet. Still haven't seen any reports of it, though by this point it should be pretty soon, probably in the next few weeks or so. Should see the first ever Zugaf if one currently doesn't exist. But yeah, he's just not that worth it. Though if you ever see someone with it, they are like extreme endgame. But yeah, Very few people have, like, technically full completion of this game, technically, just because of Zugaf is kind of preventing that these days. But he's useless. He's basically just like a Great Maul. In most instances, he's actually weaker than a Great Maul. But yeah, he's just not worth using. He does have a nice 5 stack gain to everything with Impervious plus Jinx. His traits are actually probably some of the best traits, if not the best traits in the game. Well, probably not the absolute best. There are some other pretty high synergies as well. But yeah, his traits are pretty high up there. Among like the top 5 troops probably for best 3 traits overall that any troop has. But the problem is his ability is ridiculously high mana cost, highest in the game, even higher than a Reward Breaker since he doesn't have any mana generation follow-up. But he gets a free instant kill plus skulls on top of that, meaning he most likely will double kill every cast he does. Wish they would have made it Doom Skulls instead of just Skulls though. Of course, Doom Skulls didn't exist when he first was released, but once people start getting him and kind of seeing how useless they are, that would be one instance where a 12 Doom Skull spawn wouldn't really be too overpowered, and would actually make him quite fun to use, compared to the standard Skulls. That or maybe a mix of both, but then again, that would probably make it higher chance of missing if it did like a 6 and 6. You have 4 accounts that are at level 1,100. Do you defeat you with that? Whoa, do you seriously have that many accounts? Wow. I don't think I've gotten any of my smaller accounts beyond level 150 or something like that. Mainly because I don't normally play on them that much. I generally stay to this main account for the most part. Because I feel like I'm slightly wasting my time most of the time when I'm on the smaller accounts. I enjoy playing on them so much though. It's a lot of fun playing from a fresh account. But we've had about 7 smaller accounts now, somewhere around there. Only a few of them have I really actively played to a decent amount though. Only about 3 of them, which we've all done a Let's Play little series on. But yeah, that's a pretty high level to have a lot of accounts on. That takes a decent amount of time, that's for sure. Also, hello Mr. Lonely, welcome. Let's see. Oh, we have used them before? There was a glitch on one Monday where they accidentally released a Zugaf, and I was able to own a Zugaf for 24 hours, as well as about 100 or a few hundred people within the game. It only lasted for about 24 hours before the Guild Wars. They were able to fix it before the Guild Wars. So we weren't actually able to use it in Guild Wars, so we weren't able to like exploit anything with it. But we did get to use it for a short amount of time, and it was quite a bit of fun. A few hundred people within the game who were on at that time and crafted him. But yeah, we got to use him for a bit. We actually did a video on him too, team videos for Zugaf. Pretty sure almost no one watched him for the purpose of actually finding teams because no one owns him. But yeah, we have already done the video on it, so I could legitimately never actually get him because I've already done a team video on him, so I don't actually need to get him to do a teams video. I probably would if I ever did actually get him again, but just to do an updated one, because obviously by the time we get him, it's going to be like a year from now, pretty much. So by then, the previous teams that I showed for Zugaf probably aren't applicable. For example, Doom Skulls didn't even exist when I showed the previous teams with him. See you, Onizaki. Also, I'm going to be heading out myself as well. So does anyone else have any last-minute questions? Otherwise, I'll be heading off for now. We'll be back in about 7 hours from now at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to go do our nightly stream. We'll be back at that exact same time as well tomorrow to go and just go over next week's stuff, which we kind of already did, but let's go over it again. And other than that, they're also doing a QA tomorrow night, which we'll go over. It'll be right after our stream, and I'll probably send everyone over there tomorrow night to go see that. And other than that, yeah, that's pretty much everything. New Mythic next Friday. Next week's week is War Gears for the Invasion, which is going to be ridiculously annoying. And it's pretty much everything. And next Monday, not next week's Monday, but the following Monday, so like 10 days from now or 9 days, whatever that is also going to be a new legend. So save your event keys for that if you want it. And I don't see any new questions. So I guess that'll wrap it up. Hope you all enjoy your weekend. And I will see you all later. Goodbye, everyone.